Wednesday, the 13th of November 2024, approximately 4 p.m. GMT, and we live once again on our 24 radio, Abrabapa Radio, our 24 radio GH, with another edition of Bamaso. Also streaming live on our 24 radio stroke TV on Facebook, our 24 radio on YouTube, and on X at our 24 radio. My name remains Papa Smiley, and we're here to carry on our exciting journey, that is figuring out all possibilities with which we will be able to let the Ghana that we want to live in manifest in and through us. Around here, we operate with our primary identity. On the grounds that we are simply Ghanaians, we make sure we use Ghana as our reference point in all that we do. I wouldn't at any particular point restrict you to use Ghana as our reference point, but I would employ upon you not to go below Ghana as your reference point. Of course, there are bigger reference points beyond Ghana. And the bigger your reference point, the bigger, the greater, the expansive your intelligence, your creativity, and your love in the kind of decisions, the kind of ideas that runs itself in and through you. So I'll beg of you, as long as you jump on the platform and you respond to our usual greetings, Bamaso, and you say, I drink here. Our starting point is Ghana. And when we start with Ghana, all that we are asking is for you to allow the intelligence, the size of Ghana to express in and through you. All that we are asking is to allow creativity, the size of Ghana, to express in and through you. All that we are asking is to allow wisdom, the size of Ghana, to express in and through you. And how is that going to be possible? You need to first of all see yourself as a Ghanaian. And the very moment you begin to let Ghana express in and through you, as I said, the intelligence, the creativity, the love, the wisdom, the size of Ghana needed to fix Ghana will run itself in and through you for us to have that very beautiful Ghana. Now, this one, we don't need any sort of the rocket science to understand this, because if your focus is to fix a smaller group, if your focus is to fix a party, if your focus is to fix your family, if your focus is to fix your tribe, the size of wisdom, the size of intelligence, the size of creativity that will run itself in and through you be equivalent to the kind of reference point or the kind of group that you want to fix. It's as simple as that. So the very ones who are always seeking to amass wealth for their family, you realize that the size of wisdom that runs itself in and through them is very small. Very, very, very small. It's all about we allowing ourselves for the huge, amazing, magnificent wisdom, the size of Ghana, to run itself in and through us. And that is what brings us here. To take away all the blockages, all the things that stops us from being able to become channels through whom greater wisdom, greater intelligence will run itself in and through. So if you are here for the first time, whatever the case may be, I'll urge you to begin to explore the untapped energies, the untapped resources within you. You see, many a time, as Brother Ishmael will tell you, we have seen the world outside of us as big. Yes, many a time that is what we have taught. But when you look at it very well, all the things that we see in the outside, the cars, the houses, the skyscrapers, the airplanes, and what have you, they all came from the inside. So that tells you there's a bigger world inside of us. So when we step here, I will urge you to begin to go within you. Oh, explore the expansive worlds in and through you, and begin to express wisdom beyond the understanding of the ordinary human self. For you to do that, let's start with Ghana. Reason as a Ghanaian and see yourself from this angle. If I am reasoning as a Ghanaian, being a member of, say, Party A or Party B, what would my life be? If I am reasoning as a Ghanaian in this particular position as a doctor, as a nurse, as a teacher, what would my life be? Now let Ghana start, and then whatever identity, let it follow. And now you will be thinking as a Ghanaian, as a doctor. You will be thinking as a Ghanaian, being a teacher. Oh, it's going to be lovely. And it is certainly going to improve your relationships with every single Ghanaian. To this effect, to this course, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And check as yes, Ronco de Mupi, and the Mudo, and come on, baby. I will be as some pempens you are feeding the A24 radio, and Abrabapa radio, A24 radio GH, and so OT, Jumedi, Ewo. So, Facebook are A24 radio stroke TV, and YouTube, A24 radio. And they say, oh my God, and Tiniaba. You have a twat, you know. You have a quiet bit me afa. Ama woma Ghana akonanim eno ntini aba nti fa Ghana ye opumasi bre dwene se Ghana ni se wo ye doctor se wo ye nurse wo ye nkrani wo ye asantini dwene se Ghana ni a wo ye asantini dwene se Ghana ni a wo ye nkrani dwene se Ghana ni a wo ye o support MPP dwene se Ghana ni a wo support NDC o dwene se Ghana ni a uye fitani na wa obehunu se wa brabo nyina be yesronko obi bia be yesronko na ye ba ha enema bebre ana esisi anam a enunti yentimi nwene se Ghana fo ewo abia kuma bia yegina enti ye ba ha ekwan ye be fa so ayi sane ma na firi kwan ni mu no eno ne ye ba ho be ebe ye ho dwuma na men share da se fa Ghana o last stop there be men kan kire wo da na emom fa Ghana your starting point. Why? Men fa wo tribe on your starting point. There be fa Ghana your starting point. Men fa wo party your starting point. Yes, I wadwene no be ketwa o shrinke wadwene no. You see, you say whatever you don't use, you start losing it. And pa. I mean, and we are no more. Yes, I never have bombarded or the infant one. Say, if you have something and you don't use it, you start losing it. And see, I drink Kessia over to think of Ghana. Say, when you su not the bia or the kit one and a year, you might to think of your smaller group. I was I drink Kessia and a co. Na dwen kese na ekọ enti sha she use wa dwen kese fa Ghana ye opumasi bre dwen se Ghana ni na hwe ensema kese a be firi wo mu aba enti me say dwen se Ghana ni a oye nkrani dwen se Ghana ni a oye doctor dwen se Ghana ni a udi MPP achi dwen se Ghana ni a oye driver dwen se Ghana ni a oye cleaner na hwe the shift in thinking, the shift in reasoning. Ebasa wa obehunu say obi bia asesa obi bia ebesesa. And as they say, as a man thinketh in their heart, so is he. So when our reasoning begin to divert or to be fueled by the thoughts of Ghana. Having the feeling that we want Ghana to become an amazing place. Ube hundi ya beba ya abrabo. Enti mesra obi fa Ghana yop mesibre. Na emum mema ne so ha. Omode ya so obako anim. Na ade bia ka ho. Yes, fa bi ka ho. Na ma adwenkese bi furu mu aba no. Ebi nsa meka ho. Medin ne ya Papa Smile. Ate. Sa wote ani said the doctors as adentu na natena. Eti ani a nana bacho mefro. Why? Beautiful mefro. Sa wote ani said the nasa rebedi akon o Worcester. Nana miente onka. Sa wote ani said the Dr. Ebenezer Amofabwati ono so United Kingdom. Ai, hey. Nana nketi oguzuti yene. Miso kakra or some other yan kakra. You see the papa yentio ye nyane din bodda. Nti also establish your immortality through sacrifice. And when you are gone, you have a huge life beyond the grave. Dr. Patron, I just say, now no Patron say he's coming back from hibernation. That was last week, but last week Friday no. And to me, anye Bamaso. I'm hoping say he will still find the time and come out of the hibernation. And we miss Patron, and we want to hear some of his wisdom once again. Na America for Kenya we say Sam Safo abete joint. United Kingdom for Kenya Abi also abete joint representing the United Kingdoms. Na Yanchia Ghana for over Chumberma abete joint Watiako. I hope the network will favor him this very afternoon. Yanchia Spain for of Abodine Bema Benewa. Oh, the only male with a female name on Bamaso. Unyane baby. Yanchia Francis Fue. Monarch. I'm say a tail on catch. In fact, on another note, it's been a very long time I spoke to my man. Akwesi, how are you? I hope you and the family you're doing very well. Yes. My spirit is communicating something to me. I'll try and speak to you behind the scene, yeah, and then we see what's up, yeah. But me tell on catch it, yes, me tell on catch it, yeah, me tell on catch. Why? Na yanchi anu anu wa kenyi nara, yanfani nyina mum, yanfani nyina mum, and then no, breno, I was saying me shasi ebu bobo, my bidi echiru for nyina epunumu, na me show me china kwai. Ombasi siya bisum na misumi na kakra bi. But for now there, you better also for the next 30 minutes or so. And then if need be, we will be on the road still continue. Yema bema Sam Safo akwaba. Ni ene Sam emon komo kakra. Sam oteme kan bamazo.
I drink kesi Papa Smile.
Na mini aboko there.
It's a dumb and you in free ho your chair for
That's right. That's
all the listeners and our Papa Smiley. Yeah, so now kind I could see you're turning catcher on him one I hope they all done okay. She'll be on it. Our basis so I say as usual. So it will be and it title your tear for more around the world. Hope so be okay.
Nice one. Yo. And then your questions and answers, right?
Yeah.
Nah. And right now, you busa. Yeah. When you are dealing with others, which of your identities stands tall, right? She said the moment you begin to deal with another person, no. Now, some identity over can choose eh?
Oh, bisa.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, bisa media ya ka. Person na obetire mu. Oh, baby, bisa media ya ka.
Yeah. Okay.
Teacher, ni kuna student no.
Any. Say one afufuro edile a ana say one afufuro edi nkita ho a wahyenso de ben.
Oh, wahyenso.
Wahyenso de ben. Ana ana come to the forefront. Yan kan sa me wa.
Yeah. I think so. Yes.
Obia atiase. Na say usually no one now kan we say me dey asemfo no to ho no mo a ya me nkama dwene kakra emfa ho na madwane afiri ho, right?
Yeah.
No kwasem ewom ene say unu obi edi nkita hoso na wahye nsudi a edi animu no ohun eno na ekire se de oni kro no efa edi sa nkita hoso no. Right? Enti say me doctor, yamfa ne say me doctor, right? Ana me lawyer. Na me ne obi edi nkita hoso na yamfa ne say woni kro no cleaner, right? Or your trotro driver. Na ahensudi a ebidi kan ba no ene se me doctor. Ana me lawyer. It goes a very long way to influence the kind of actions that will emerge of you. A huge way. It goes a very long way.
Yeah.
Now, the very moment you move from you being a doctor or you being a lawyer in dealing with that person, and then you begin to deal with that person on the ground and say, I am a human being, just like him. You know, so you being a human being is also an identity.
Yeah.
Say, move from you being a lawyer or you being a doctor to you are a human being in dealing with that person as a samibia.
Yep.
Enti say woko restaurant. Oh yeah, affluent person, doctor kesiye pa, engineer kesiye pa. Na waiter no serve. Now you see yourself as that affluent person in whatever capacity. And pain you know when we say you find it very difficult, it becomes very hard respecting the people below you.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And you will say asem no. And perhaps asem no, you will say we need to revisit it after some time. Na you will see ho. You call a few mu, you call your jumamu in our own quiet places, you know, when we contemplated on those things, you know, the outcomes that came through. Na jumedie pu masibre no. So the mechanic, I see the Ghana and a reference point. So the question stands: when we are dealing with ourselves and we operate from the viewpoint, from that identity, say you're Ghana for, saying your actions and your inactions is equal. Sam, what do you say?
What
do you say? Me boy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I just decided to say I'll throw a little bit more light on Enra and Komudia you know. Right?
Yeah.
Na no kwasimni, just as I said today, if we begin to reason as Ghanaians who come from the central region, if we begin to reason as Ghanaians who come from Ashanti region, if we begin to reason as Ghanaians who support the NDC, if we begin to reason as Ghanaians who support the NPP, if we begin to reason as Ghanaians who are teachers, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be exciting. It is only when we are able to do this, Anagana be. It is only when we begin to do this, Anagana be. But wouldn't be. This is one thing I would want you to throw a little bit more light on if you can. And pain we talk about something that we want. But what we should broadcast in order to get what we want, we are not broadcasting it. But what you say?
Yes, yeah.
If we want, it's still down to the same law of cause and effect. If we want to experience the beautiful Ghana, the amazing Ghana, we need to be able to broadcast the things within us that will cause us to be able to enjoy the beautiful Ghana. But then pen what we are seeking to enjoy, we are not broadcasting what will make us enjoy that. And see, perhaps okasa yemu no mebusa edi ade pa na ahwe a Oma Ghana, right? Debia ye twa dwadwo, debia we talk about the problems in our dear nation. Yeah, person you enjoy, but we find it very, very difficult to broadcast what will cause us to be able to enjoy that which we are so much concerned about. Uncle Sam, what do you need? Boy, Nkomo.
Only way, only coordinating command or buying or Bema a good example as to Adebako Trump account so by Beya. Like I feel it'll be happy, which was in Trump at the Cassinti about like overtime on digital taxes was to be into a fair amount for year overtime and they can take the bulk of it home, right? And me hear that statement and I thought it was interesting because you want security, you want good roads, you want good healthcare, you want good school system. Obviously, how would those things happen if you're not paying your fair share, right? And I also thought about it in terms of Ghana, like Ghana and Pokra, we want all these things, but here we are in a situation now. It's not so much of what we are broadcasting, it's like, what are we doing as individual, as Ghanaian, as collective to get those things? Are we paying our fair share of taxes, right? And I thought it was interesting because at the same time, he also said that, or Jane Mbano. And I was, or Jane, like Mbano, I said, like, this will help, right? And I'm thinking, well, if you're not paying taxes on this over time, so if you're not paying the fair share of taxes on this over time, what do you think is going to happen? The government is not going to get enough revenue. Therefore, in the long run, the deficit will just keep going up, and keep going up. And maybe I know the has say and I say no. They will have to deal with that deficit. They'll have to pay for it somewhere. And when they get stiff with like high taxes at that point, they will not be, I guess you'll be sitting somewhere thinking that why are these kids paying so much taxes? Because you and I did not pay our fair share. So coming back to Ghana, it's like we want all those things, but in my opinion, as individuals, as collective, as Ghanaians, I feel like we don't play our part. All the time, according to say, we are pointing our fingers to the government or pointing our fingers to each other. And nothing is being resolved. And the other thing too is that, as far as speaking like identity, right? When I first came to America, I noticed it was almost as if there was Republicans and Democrats, but Council no be back Hassan as it will be arguments are like he will be like, oh, I'm a Republican, I'm Democrat, they're Republicans. It was there, but it wasn't as an idea like not common, like people just throw around. They always identify themselves as Americans first. I'm an American. Like I'm an American. That was what it was like decades ago, and that was what in my opinion, my small opinion, made America great, right? Versus now, there's this big division, which is like he's for Trump, he's for Democrat, he's for Republicans, he's for Democrat, and that is creating a lot of chaos. And that's what has been happening in Ghana, right? In Ghana, I feel like we have this individual identity. Like Omar monologue, you talk about, say you identify as maybe an Ashanti or as a Nordna or whatever the case may be. For me, we should even forget all those things. We should identify as Ghanaians. And when we do identify as Ghanaians, one of the things that I do personally, going through life, when I encounter everybody, no matter where they're coming from or no matter who they are, when I'm interacting with somebody, I always try to put myself in that person's shoe, right? Where are they coming from? Why are they talking the way? Why are they saying what they're saying? Try to see things from their point of view. And in a way, I think it helps me to deal with people. I think it helps me to be more sympathetic towards other people, because if you don't understand people and if you cannot put yourself in somebody else's shoe, that's when you start making comments like, do you know who I am? Do you know where I'm from? Those comments we make in Ghana only because that, do you know what I've accomplished? Like, not in this simple, as if say he's God and you're nobody. So until we come to the understanding, or until we come together as Ghanaians and, get rid of all these tribes and political identities and whatnot, and see ourselves solely as Ghanaians, and we all have a common goal, which is seeing Ghana thrive, until we're able to get rid of all these small little identities, I feel like the fight will continue. I was what to say.
Oh, now the truth is, right? Look at it this way. We can't get rid of the smaller identities. No. But we got to reason through the bigger identities through the smaller identities. What's my point, Nancy?
I agree with you.
We can't get rid of them. No. We need them, because it helps us to be able to know the different capabilities that we have.
Yeah.
It helps us to be able to appreciate our uniqueness and our differences. Right? We can't get rid of them. However, we need to reason from the bigger identities through the smaller identities. That is how it should be. Mbacho, what do you mean?
And I agree with you. I'm glad you pointed that out to me. Yeah, we need those small identities, but those should be like secondary, right? We should have the primary one, which is we're Ghanaians, and that's it. No matter what, you're Ghanaian first. You're a human being first before anything else. So it's a matter of, I guess, like you're saying, have the first identity as a whole, which is we're Ghanaians, and then the small identities come in second. It shouldn't be the other way around. But a lot of times I feel like it's the other way around, right? I'm a doctor and he's just Kayayo. So in a way, I should be able to talk to him or her anyhow I want. I should be able to disrespect him or her, right? So I do agree with you in that sense, yeah.
Thank you very much, Mema Samsafo. Anything else to say? Ansani Yako Abe. Eso.
No, I mean, I'm really fine. And I send out the kind, so my Abe in 24 away.
You. Mate. Any Abe, what you mean? Bamaso. Abe, oh. Yeah, Abe did it. Abe. Okay. Abe ni hwa. Yenko wafa chumberema. Ofa. Bamaso.
Oh boy, I drink a few.
Good. Ofa na boko there.
Media.
Yes. I'm here. My phone was messed up, but you deal with Mr. Chun.
Oh, okay.
I'll come after him, yeah.
Yeah, Boko Ghana. We are no P come and cheat.
I see.
Maybe I'm one of the 7 said Obenya the opposite for emu aye, you know. So
we need the opposite so that there will be a balance in the world. Why?
Mati.
We need the opposite, and truly, some people must make sacrifices within the opposite so that there will be a balance. So sometimes that's one of the reasons why we complain every now and then. There are some people that need to make sacrifices on the other side to make the balance possible. Why? So that the balance will be there. Why? Say yantna woni ma hwe akira ma wa o yare a untimi ma ha say emese emehwe ho yare. Why?
No, you okay I am cray and I can't the any
of I say
let me busa say no I no cray and I say oh can't the diagram
say balance nana
balance no what exactly do you mean by the balance?
There are some people that need to stay here, okay? Make sure things are being run. Say the beya, say wo yare wo pese oba beye or health check in ha. You will come and meet people here so that you can do your health check.
Yeah.
And that is the balance that I'm talking of.
Okay, if we can call it that. Because say and almost a journal say no crobia in the journal. But we can balancing almost the same as health workers in the woman so will be or when you make a say crown. Waji holidays, yeah, or Babet or Periana Kakra, a Rianunia be an albeit medical fighting. I want will be how free UK and free America or call Caribbean islands be about 10 days, 5 days. No, Asako to an so that is how people be the individual so the balance in the will be so have to see a name Ghana British Airways if I check 2 flights from Gatwick Heathrow about landing to airport. They say about within 2 hours from about 6:31 same time as UK. I'm so almost Sahara Desert or almost cross Gao. Within 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I no mercy, no mamba. By and I do 10:30, 11. That's our load. That's our call. I want so the balance is a natural thing. Maybe call we are maybe, but I want so every day it's happening. We have people going and coming. So it's there. So what in them kind of? Hello. In check home count. What's happening?
Mr. Chung, we are hearing. I don't know whether.
But Minty, Papa Swelling, Minty, oh, dear, Matthew, I got my Minty, Papa Swelling.
It's gone off, yeah.
I will drop a few seconds. He said technology, machine, sometimes. Okay, and they will hold the fort at Let's. Your heart, would drop a crack. But not me too. I feel now me too. Can I meet you? Can I meet you?
Yeah. By any say, na me lay over. I say, what Turkish airline from Ghana, Edeba, United Kingdom. So
yeah.
I was say, yeah, transit. I was Istanbul.
Istanbul, yeah, and correct.
Now through I was so see. Now I'm Nantia.
I call the next terminal. Another terminal.
Well, you know. I was transiting from the Wi-Fi to the 5G network.
Okay.
In between that transit, you lose me small.
Small kakra and correct. Okay.
You offer that and come on me. Some what do you say? Home. Say I was say we reason from our bigger identities through our smaller identities. What do you say?
No, we busa question, Mr. Why not we busa no? When say we are the back nation state. Say we busa me as an individual, and I say we as a collective.
Me busa say what do you say? Who individual? Say no, what do you?
Oh, I know the me I met you me to question I say, but yeah, na you see, we are if say a organized group there must be leadership to lead the way or to encourage to carry the rest of us with them. So and individual there will be adankwa me na can't assume for Ghana. Will be anti. People have to be organized, and there must be because organization decides everything. And this organization, in the collective, we are looking at leadership. Some group of people have to lead the way and create the environment for the collective, to tell our story. So it's a leadership problem. America for crack and say the buck stops with leadership. So they will have to lead the way to sell whatever. Yeah, America, Ghana, say Ghana for your leadership as a lead the way, and then they carry the rest of us with them. They give us the environment for all of us to join in, and then we can sell our story. We'll carry our story along. All breaking it down to individual level, it will not go anywhere. A leadership, there's idea.
Yo, thank you. Why? Now, over now, questions and answers. Maybe our question with my
question there. Ebiani ye kru ye man Ghana ye see mu ache. And so ye be bia said your question advise ye be bia wo man mu bia no. Me sure say kuyi. It's into again me busat the leadership on why are we are not governing ourselves well, because we are ye to aba ewo America for mine no. Papa ya obetra ne kasa bia me say de o kan ye wakan aye me de pa ne say he want to make America great again, America first. A very patriotic statement by an OEM. He's leading from the front. So now breakdown and the maneme piwo. Yeah, Kroma say, mean say Ghana leader bia say was president or politician because say Ghana first. They don't talk like that. They talk first as party like MPP and NDC. It's not everybody who's MPP. It's not everybody who's NDC. Now, I say, you not to abedie. Na you to abedie. America, Donald Trump, where American na or dumb with queer friend Republican. You to abedie. He's not talking Republican. He says America first. America have to be great again. What can say Republican Party have to be great again? What's it America? Which includes the Democrats. The one will be a collective statement. Yana coming with say yang side of the world, you share side be say yang say Ghana first. Me seeking the Ghana interest. You chroma Ghana CCA. Nano cry me kind. Now crowd Sudan say over Ghana uhuni. While area ya minu na it is a coma. And cophobia ya from Niger was a Mali for Woma be good chroma woman tikwa woman fin yesterday sika Germany so mu. And I see it's a national security interest. Sa woman will be and Koran every day. When member woman do 18-20 years, I man. One woman juma. And I'm robbery baby in the manima p adore chroma say, and nobody is taking care of it. And yet the leadership papa who seeking the Ghana first interest agenda. These people, I think they can only be here at Matikra ECOWAS, for only 90 days, 3 months. At the end of 3 months, then they have to go. Or the government have to make sure they go back where they came from. So say woman to Tikrum, and the woman who fee, woman so woman rary, the Busa who say, woman caught me about the sober physically. You know me and my personal hygiene. Yeah, because Nipan Sagana needed say we were who chow. This a ye for Niger for old Gary, walk out toilets, will be because one me. About that one that ashama and see what toilets can be on people now would you see what stop me move why I mean this I think I want to see Ghana government dealing with such things, a social it's a problem. I don't see the Ghana first agenda here being being hammered well. I'm not happy. Yeah, I want to see a leader or Ghana or the Trump will come say Ghana first agenda. He will say so seeking me interest first. Or no, Donald Trump will buy also seeking American interest first. So no, same to you. Also, one more get documented, or be pack home, away. Means you call. I'm saying so. One more get documented again. They have a right. ECOWAS 90 days, 3 months. At the end of 3 months, government must pack them and send them back to where they came from, so they don't harass me. Majority na me no about be so be siska. And at the ban wa won what that bontin when you do 18 years, what that arm robber. Metuana Jono will be from the war, Babi Riamadi. I mean, that's not right. There's nobody seeking the Ghana face my interest. I have the government, but it's not protecting my interest. So that's my worry. Hello?
You over?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Over. Over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Thank you.
That's it. And then pass my Abbey right away. Now be some more in Komokakra. Abbey, Bamazo.
Yeah, Papa Smiley, I drink it here.
Titan.
Charlie, when you me friend you will move. Mr. Chu, did you understand what I said? Friend you get friend you will be.
Maybe just you.
I said we are feeling cold here.
Okay. Yeah, that's the winter.
And coming back home.
Basmali.
I'm feeling very warm. I'm not wearing a shirt to crap. Bare chested.
Yeah, weather is it. You know, these days it starts very nice in the morning. Do you understand? Very sunny, very. Don't even suspect that by lunchtime, everything will go pear shaped. You know. Yeah, but that's life. Yeah, but Basmali. Yeah. So, what is your issue now? Baba Smiley is going off.
I think the technology, the 5G,
this
4G.
5G, 3G thing.
Okay, you go ahead. You heard me, so we heard some stuff. Go ahead and talk about it. We are not selling.
Yeah, I think to start from where you ended about this Donald Trump thing. Well, some of us we are not a fan of him. Do you understand me? When I listen to Papa Smiley, you are back. Hello, yeah. So me when I listen to some of these people, I take only the good aspect of what they are doing or what they intend to do. Yeah, so I was taking it from where Mr. Chum left it regarding Donald Trump, and so on. So I think, as I said earlier, I'm not a fan of him, but I mean, he's got, I think, based on a few snippets of what he's releasing, I think it sounds to be, his first time he was rubbish. Understand? But I hope he learned from his first time. So this time, maybe he will surround himself with people who are more quiet, not surround himself with yes men, and he will have to be great with government the way he's been appointing somebody to the job. They fire you. Hope yes. And one program is thinking of bringing that establishing some of
Abi.
It's disappeared. I disappeared.
Oh.
Smiley, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
I know you are there. Yeah. Yo, sir, you have already established, you say, Donald, on your fan, right?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Now, you see, he doesn't need to be your fan, or you don't need to be his fan. He has to play his role in whatever capacity that he finds himself, right? I don't think the right hand is a fan to the anus. Excuse me to say, right? Because
yeah, but Pasquale, you see,
I'm coming. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Right. You don't you wipe your ass with your left hand?
Yeah, I do. We unfortunately that is, but some people use their right hand instead of the left.
Okay. It's to you as a body, you as an individual, no? Right? Your right hand will never be a fan of the anus, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. But I don't say anus, no. More than the also oil, right? Donald must not be your fan.
Papa Smiley.
What they got to do?
Yeah, Papa Smiley, you see, this is where we all get it wrong. That is why you hear people in our part of the world, when we criticize people, oh, this is hatred. They hate him. No! It is not the human being you hate. It's the conduct of that person. Do you understand? It's a conduct. We saw his conduct, his behavior at the time, which was not helpful for anybody. But what I'm talking about is he has established, or he intends to establish, a department for government efficiency. And as I said, some of us, we value good governance processes. And I see that as a very good thing. You know, the American budget, I think I said it years ago, where at the time, the US budget, a budget about trillions, they were earmarked to save about 500 billion out of the budget. At the time, I remember. Now, what Donald Trump is going to set up, the Department for Government Efficiency, they said the US budget is $6.5 trillion. And the target of the government efficiency, Department of Efficiency, is to save 2 trillion out of the 6.5 trillion, which is significant. And Papa Smiley, how are they going to do this? The reason why I'm telling you is Papa Smiley, when you juxtapose this to what is happening in our part of the world, you could see that Ken Ofori-Atta doesn't understand efficiency. Ken Ofori-Atta, he doesn't understand efficiencies, let alone draw out a program to save that amount of money. Bawumia doesn't understand what efficiencies are. That is why he's going around talking about those stupid things. What Bawumia is talking about is children, like children playing. Do you understand? What this man wants to do is that he's going to set up a whole department. The work of that department is to enable them achieve that 2 trillion savings as a result of efficiencies. And Papa Smiley, when we talk about efficiencies, it's not because you go and cut things. You want to see that what you are doing, how can you do it better? Do you understand? So some of the processes, you need to automate it. Some of the processes, you need to do what we call process re-engineering. Maybe it's taking too long, maybe it's too long-winded, and so on. You have to review all of this to make it more efficient. And if you need 10 people to do it. Maybe you need 2 or 3 people to do it. Do you understand? So that is what he's going to do. And he has given it to Elon Musk. They've given a deadline, I think July 2026. They should achieve it. And Elon Musk, who is a business, he's got that sort of business attitude with him, says that, look, in addition, he's going to create what is called a leader board. Do you understand? And the leader board will highlight all the departments, all the sections, all the institutions which are causing waste in the system. Beautiful program, if they can implement it. But personally, these are how savings are made. These are how efficiencies are achieved. But the negative side of this is this. Most people who work in the federal government will lose their jobs. That's the downside of all these sort of efficiency savings mechanisms or schemes. So a lot of people must brace themselves, and Elon Musk already, we know him as he cut jobs. When he took over Twitter and made it X, a lot of people lost their jobs. But if it leads to efficiency, if it leads to better performance, that is preferable. Maybe the savings done, and personally, the efficiency savings even lead to new technological processes. The reason why I'm saying this is purposefully, when I come across all this, I always juxtapose this to what is happening back home. But if you compare what is happening back home, it's like we are joking. We don't have any. The people who claim to be managers are so stupid. Look, John Buedu. Papa Smiley, as at less than 2 years ago, how do you know John Buedu? Hello? Papa Smiley, are you there? Less than 2 years ago, John Buedu was walking around MPP head office, doing stupid things. All of a sudden, when he lost the chairmanship, they demoted him. He has been made director of SIGA, state-owned enterprises. Less than 2 years ago, somebody without experience, without anything. And less than 1 month or 2 months to go, this John Buedu is telling Ghanaians that they are going to sell all state-owned companies. The issue is this. What basis inform this rash decision? And has he got experience? Has he got the right caliber of exposure or capacity to take this sort of step? So in the end, they are going to sell these companies to themselves. Of course, he will buy a few, like Nana Korodi and these people do. When all what we need is roll out efficiency programs like this. Do you understand? But the people at the helm, Ken Ofori-Atta has no idea. Bawumia had no idea. Do you understand? And they are ascribing digitalization. America don't digitalize more than these stupid things they are doing in Ghana. But is that what they are proposing? No. But personally, in business, we say IT, information technology, is the enabler. Information technology is not the solution. It enables you to achieve your programs. They are not an end in themselves. So all these efficiency savings or efficiency program they want to run, they have to have the program. Then they will use IT processes, automation processes, systems, and so on to achieve that. But they can't do digitalization and go on to say only and say this is the solution. So this is nonsense. But of course, when you have a majority of illiterates, majority of people who don't understand these things following them, that is what they will think. That's what they think. We have any Tom, Dick, and Harry wake up now and say, I'm a politician, I'm this, talking rubbish, talking nonsense. Papa Smiley, take over unless you have something again to ask me.
Abi.
Yeah.
You see, maybe another time that I'll be in the seat, you know.
Yeah.
We will talk about this very issue that I'm about to raise.
Papa Smiley, this is the main cause of the problems we have.
Now, me raise the issue. No, this is the same.
Okay, you go on.
Abi, you let me be in the seat, and then we can talk about that. But so what if me some come on and you kakra na me boy.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to move away from our limited thinking. Abi go.
No, Papa Smiley, I'm here.
We need to remove the blockages to we being expansive thinkers, right? We blockages a dos Abi. Na say to me, yes, we wouldn't be able to unfold the untapped resources in and through us. Now, so the name kind of more or less, we forget to say everything that we see be beyond us. Let's say, you know, externally, no, the cars, the houses, the airplanes, the mobile phones, and the rest, you know, they were all within, or they all came from within. And
yeah, I mean, everything we see is somebody's idea. You understand? Everything you see around somebody's idea.
The world in the within is bigger than the world in the without. Some people may say, if we go within ourselves so far, however, I never be in the block here. And go within. We need to remove all those blockages. Now,
yeah, Papa Smiley, you see, yeah. Okay, go on. You see, if we take, let's say, if we take every sector of our economy, and we realize, or we try to identify the fact that every sector of our economy is not working because we are not doing things right. So let's review the current processes and see how we can make it better. You see a lot of wastes in that particular sector. It could be agriculture, it could be, we don't even have a manufacturing sector, so we can't talk about that. But there are even education sector, and so we have to, and this is what Oyibo do every time. They are continuously reviewing what they do. That is why they seem to be more progressive. But us, what we are doing is, that is all we are doing. And we have people who claim to be leading us who are rather drag us back and back and back. Look at what Akufo-Addo is doing now. There's already waste of money, waste of resources in our environment. Now you've taken another negative dimension, mountain statutes, when you are alive. We don't need it. And now look at the cost on our limited resource. We need police and soldiers to protect this thing. How much did it cost? From which budget did this thing come from? Wow. Papa Smiley.
It is well. Yes?
Is it well? what we are inside there now. We asked Mr. Chum. Yesterday he was furious. The whole of yesterday they took his light. This will be well.
You see, it depends on the angle that you look at it. On say, what can be concerning the people who will be losing their job in the federal one and one may lose right?
Mm.
But if you look at it from the expansive mood, you come to realize that many people are so comfortable with whatever state they find themselves in, so they can't expand or go in the world within them to enjoy the untapped resources in the world, right? One say COVID, it taught us a lot, and the very ones who are very attentive, they have learned so much during the times of COVID, and they are all moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever is happening, it depends on the mindset that you have to look at it. If you look at
Pastor, last time I made mention of the Pareto efficiency, which says that every decision you take, somebody will gain, somebody will lose out of it. But in situations like that, you have to minimize the cost of the losses. Do you understand? These 2 trillion they have earmarked to save. It is going to be more positive in the sense that new industries, new technologies will come out of it. Because if they have to do things better, they have to ensure efficiencies. They need more technology, better technology than they have now to do it. Papa, look at 2 trillion savings. The whole of Ghana economy is how much? Less than $80 billion, the whole of Ghana economy. Less than 80 billion. According to Baumia himself, because he said even Uber is more Uber or whatever is more valuable than the whole of economy of Ghana. And he doesn't even feel shy. Do you understand? He doesn't even feel shy to say this as a vice president. A vice president, we're a whole country. So Baumia wants to tell us that all the resources of Ghana, is less valuable than one IT company. Come on, Papa Smiley. But he doesn't feel shy about that. Uber is more valuable than Ghana because we are not managing ourselves well. All the resources of Ghana were under $80 billion, and you because Uber alone is more than the GDP of Ghana. You need to digitalize. What sort of nonsense, stupid argument is this? But as usual, it's the cooks, the stooges, and the sycophants, the money cuddlers will just buy into this rubbish. Not some of us. Papa Smile, let somebody come. You don't have much time. Maybe second runner come. Hello? Hello, Papa Smile.
Abby.
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah, Papa Smile, I'm here.
Abby.
Yeah, I'm here.
You see? What's in Canada?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You see, this is also one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the sycophants and the stooges, right?
And the cooks.
Yeah. And the cook, say your friend of porn, maybe what? Oh, where's maybe a dozen? What of a jump? So I can know that, maybe what?
Yeah, but yeah.
Where's the no?
Baba Smiley, you see the rare Oyibo people, the rare Oyibo people, when they use these words, they don't take it as serious insult like you people take it to.
That is light,
right? As you rise
They describe
in
it as
your
it is.
consciousness, or when you rise.
Hello.
Baba Smiley is gone. Yeah, I think it's nice.
It is 5G.
I think his drive is. But Bombardier is on. Bombardier can step in. Bombardier.
Okay.
Or maybe he's been locked out.
I don't know. We just have to wait. It's technology. It's 5G, 4G.
Yeah.
It's got its own problems.
Yeah, Bombardier. Papa Smiley has
I can hear his voice now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Papa Smiley, I'm here.
Oh, you know, right? Perhaps into my Bombardier assume. I was on will be joining in about 30 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
And then they carry on. But what I was telling you, and it said, as you rise in consciousness, you come to realize, you say, the people in the lower frequencies will always be there, right? They will always be there, and then your focus will move from you just worrying about them to figuring out ways with which you will be able to draw them to higher consciousness and I say higher frequency.
Yeah, Papa Smiley, me what?
Answer. Yes, you can send me. I say the poor will always be with us.
Okay.
Right? I can say the poor will always be with us. Now, you see, class 1, boy.
Of course, I was in class 1. Yeah.
That was how many years ago?
Hey, Papa Smiley, years so. Yes,
how many years ago?
That was in the, I think, 70 or 69. 69. But then Mr. June was gone, Mr. June was gone.
Which
year are you talking about? Which year?
Offer Nerea Yefi, Emrano, offer Beso Boca Cacrana. Okay, all right. I hope so. Of Beso Boca. And you never say, Oko class 1, about 15 years in Yemewa. Now, class 1, I hold it.
Oh no! I've gone past it, cry.
The emission is class 1. At the bit who we are.
Ask Akufo-Addo. Ask Akufo-Addo.
Yes. Now the bottom line is.
Papa Smiley, is it not class 1 we went there? And Bombardier was saying this in Latin. He got something on his page. Is it not class 1 we went there? They gave us my first copy book, my second copy book.
Of course.
You were just happy, cry. You were just happy to finish one and go and get the other one. Look at what this rubbish these people are doing.
Abi. Asama cannot see we are talking from the solution mindset. Oh, there be a problem. No kwana kasa. Oh. We have to reason from the solution opportunities perspective. Now there you can't no diverting and now problem. Make I say we free class 1 50 years ago no. Class 1 da home.
we still have class one, but whether they are doing that type of class one properly, like it should, is another thing.
What I'm trying to tell you, and it says the Pons, the Stooges. What have you? Give me all those names. They will always be there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are the people calling the shots, and they are not taking us anywhere. But that's why today I listened to Alpha Frantor's deputy assistant, the one Alan's how do you people call it? Deputy, or the one who is going, his running mate. Hello, Papa Smiley, the guy is so clever. I was quite surprised. He raised very pertinent issues. I said, wow. I think he's even better than at Tremonti. Do you understand? He's talking, he's more sensible than Baumia. So, Papa Smiley, we have the men and the women to do the job. But these idiots at the helm don't even allow them, don't even give them the briefing space to do anything. There's one man called Etiahini. The man is brutal in finance. Look, when he is talking, this governor of Bank of Ghana is like a small boy. But where are all these people? Hello, Papa Spidey.
I did here. Well,
yes.
Let me hand over to Bombardier, right?
Okay.
Baby, I made it might be cutting off with you. I may hand over to Bombardier now on HD, Mammy. I saw Akwesi Yesu. Come on. I'm very certain he heard my call. Semafino.
Yeah, he came on yesterday. He came on yesterday too, and he left. So I think today he will come.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because if he doesn't come, we will let Trump go and uproot him from where he is.
All right, Bombardier.
Over
to you.
Chairman, but my could be a crack because say, oh, so trust you, and until be a work with very soon. So it should be a one so bit my stick or Basun Quadia. When you said yes, hosting maybe be a in your time, I was over yes, and he said, they be an okay coach, baby, and I wash a boss here. It should be over to me. I practice and send a coaches one about no. Ya come home and so ya busy that kunyanum tea. Obia bit my tea. Men say bia obina beyama. And they send background ya send no need you do no na. He said, Opeso ye, Omando Macosudia, Etina, ye two Ghana say we are all involved in building our motherland. In Kapapademunu, Ka football bia can the first job ASOB coach. In now share Europe dia. Some of the footballers, all your football, I can't so very tired. And what I say, taking a UEFA license A, B in any other day. And yes, after there be, you know, Navidia, Waka came. It was a Ghana, not coach you now, or ya dear pa, our Kotoko. It's a bass back as a buy and went to me because not GFM member, so to me at least couple license bear at least A, no, when no need be, and she did be a 19 or quite day, or quite deputy. And sanity in Tino. Yeah, for body is a onion UEFA line to say obey to be a kind of maybe by now say a coach for the Black Stars. You're better we were UEFA when you're quite so to call car for the home. Now I just said they acquired the best accreditation with my Africa. No, you know you now we're better a year. Can say a Jassy Liverpool, a mammy, come, meeting Liverpool, the Combs and a Liverpool near him. You bet church a telephone in Abium said and they question and answers, and then so you be turning to go to regimenting tea. You be no just when you're calling him, said and they questions and answers. What question that no will be sat. This is a question now, or say we are now, but say we are no swat. na wama yɛswate na yɛkɔ anim na biribiara nso ɛkɔ kama sɛdeɛ na abɛ no mini sɛ na nkɔmmɔ a twetwe no na sɛ Bawumia yɛ yi sɛdeɛ obi kaeɛ no sɛ sɛ ɛfa sɛ ɔfa twum mmerɛ bɛtwam na ɔyɛ mmerɛ bɛtwam na ɔmanage ɛyɛ kan sɛ Kingsway anaa woyɛ manager bi a adusua kusua hotelia na obiara bɛbie hotel na yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛpɛ obiara ba na bɛde hotel no na obiara wakɔ school akɔyɛ hotelia no ɔsɛ daabi medeɛ sɛ deɛ mede m'ani kɔkyerɛ sɛ mekɔtɔ ntos ɔfatwum papa no ma me nyinaa sɛ adwuma deɛ nti ɔmɔwɔ ɔfatwum a ne sɛ obɛtumi manage hotelia na sɛ nnɛ yɛnua ɛyɛ bɔkyɛ ma Kwaku Beduado ebie ɛyɛ ne hotel na sɛ JLK hotel na sɛ ɔpɛ anaasɛ resource and ɔpɛ obi manager sɛ ka ɔfatwum na yɛ ɔfatwum sɛ daabi wo friend koraa sɛ daabi ɔbakɔtɔ ntos nti sɛ ɛna Ghana so deɛ na yɛ ɛyɛ Nanado ɛma Ghana po nyina te asɛ sɛ deɛ nti a ɔde Dr. Bawumia free Bank of Ghana man sɛ economy no nti na ɔmɛhwɛ sɛ economy nso so practicals na bɛda hɔ yɛhwehwɛ papa yi a yɛfrɛ Dr. Bawumia yɛhu no as head of economic management team one head of economic management team nti Ghana isika 70 saa ntoto yi nyina sɛ ɔman no activities economic activities nyina no on na head o sɛ wohwɛ papa yi a yɛhu no na wotwe ewiase nyina dwen to sɛ papa yi na ɔyɛ head no na sɛ if the head of the family no wɔde a ne de aka nyina sɛ emugo wokɔka na ebi nso so nte ase wɔn na ɛde school bag abo mu chia ko school no enye education tin ngopɛ school ni sɛ bia yɛbɛba no terminal report na wa ka sɛ awade na wato nyi we aka on so hwɛ enwa nti na bi ko school obi a de nti a woyɛ no na ɔyɛ chief mechanic so obi de car ba workshop a bra bɛhwɛ car yi a ɔsɛ da bi sɛ deɛ me kɔtɔn ayi fine yogo me kɔtɔn ice cream. How can you take such a person seriously if you are even the first place, if you are even a serious person yourself? Obviously, one head of economic you and economy practical span I bet that honum. Neko we when you cry to a baman say ampa akwe Obio ye PhD, Doctor of Philosophy in Economics. Neko we de kejua. Meti araga kumase na mami bi ne to efet adwo mami mo ne dwuma o ye na emo na ye emo asama ba na mami si da bi we de mako efitemu adwuma ne obi otomo de nka what is the relationship wo specialty na emo Jesus se mo fa de Caesar de ema no na mo fa de Nyankopɔ de ema no intimate mix the two ba o mi adwuma ne economics nso na beda we 2014 papa kache wiase nyina say Mahama has reduced governance to borrowing. This Mahama adwuma obey nyina no osori na koboro osori kobe saa na Bawumia ema ye kan ye ena yekoto aba ena yeyi omudi ye campaign saa time no Kufuor the worst monetary policy was so e de Kufuor year in 2016-2017 say one day no kohwenia say you see can no wo de 10,000 you 40 free so and okofa I nursery ni nursery bra so we sua as 1 + 1 is 2 and the 40 for eraser na 10,000 baby obehin 0 bia no for eraser so we sharpener ha na je na o raise is the car 1 a car 1 is $1 is goes to 1 cedi. Hey, na US Federal Reserve for us. Hey, sir. Sanko for we. Jamomo check him home. Said na chorus for to nyumbi. Okay, say I love you. Also I love you. Was I branted the one check on no. What the cup of premier say I love you. Also I love you nibi. America person and for we pa say I president Adwinisha. $1 me ye $1 na ye productive people no. Who wants it in a produce share no? Ye koshe ye krate mu the only president no produce bibi mo first president. Anything they can say, no black man has ever damaged the aspirations of America and Africa than the boy called Kwame Nkrumah. Anything is saying what's more the Library of Congress. The only president of Africa will be in the books of the Library of Congress. Library of Congress in fact, and no man could talk. Ye 40 so if it's $1 I said that they suban the saying you say hey they be was on you not on your man said you'll be every year now call antenatal care. It's what I say. Any prenatal care. You could share half and $1 and a hand up on the bebre and have it they call 1.1, 1.3, 1.6, 1.9, 2, 3. Hey, 2, 3, 4, but we see the woman who be that. Adia ye and Casano, ye name say $1, the value and say 10,000. Near you 4 zeros, so they say 1 to 1. Oh, they are called 4. Hey, and ye kagana and yet $1 to 4 cents and you. And they make us say $1 is 17 cedis. And nipa and ma wo ma yabom no fo anom omodi kwenkwen egwe mi awiesu epiti kelewele ye tatale omodi wache jollof yanwamu ni fufuo banku nyina ka che enese oh omu ka che enese emom no $1 to 17 cedis no eno yes $1 to 4 cedis. Hey, said the Abika, my first copy book. Where the call my first copy book. Where the call a yes simple, only as you class 1, na yeah, the book my mass and in fact, yeah, and your figures, so yeah, the baskets and as the oranges, it was one basket plus 1 basket when you're 2 baskets. And nipper when you na call primary education, I'm call primary school, and no catcher say, yes, it's a 1 to 4 6 and yeah. Nanka BBA biological reason, no. Ade be a bro for bia nanka eno ka na enye mo etina yesua good better best bad worst worst say $1 to 4 dollars $1 to 4 is a bad dia and it 1 to 70 say the west and west abre area se kubate nyina say our currency is the worst currency in Africa and say nya west in so it is one of the worst in Africa sana de bia mo kano either the west or with the west. And ne a bimu say school na yadom koino, yen fire addition ye school fees papa ne ma nyina to nchen omo de debi. Na mo per west for a year sicko fans ne pon ne one. Another word pie yen time is offend Lex Petal. Kwahwe will be a friend Lex Petal. Obi a just be ope I can say a mwasika credit no o praise obi. And my journalists probably no more than mercenary journalists. Because will be a message journalists o chantro. A sign so do not call bomb in your kubi. Interdeni your cry no boost no or defend it. Journalists or no so you neutral now. He is the can say the ambassador for the civilians. No, and and then the Makaya say you need the era of Obonu FM and GB's one of Bacasabia and then the password share and the media and the doors soon. And the Google Adauma, Obit Mia Google, whom be a person who Obit Marco Bank of Microsoft, honestly, a search engine. Be a person who we are creating in and ultimately could that deal. And you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. And they say back when we are not here to school, we are here to educate. And everything can be found online and also in the physical media. Now, so what they also say, what the mean you have agreement of the kind. All the same obodami ni kra onum hwe kra no onum say I can say a dokro ahia let's aben dokro ne timsi jaswa busana leaves ni kra yede akata ho kra busana itum na jisa aben to unim say unim how well cooked I can say dokro a wo do hwe dokro ahia aben into the onum hwe kra na say ka teacher ni ka say 1 to 4 enye dia. And anything about phone enye. But how is it even possible? So because you say $1 and 117 in a year, we are no ye. Bank of Ghana say a free in Kwame Nkrumah first president. Ekosi National Liberation Council J Ankra. Ekosi a free faso ekosi Edward Akufo ne Buzia so, ekosi Frederick Akufo so, ekosi JJ1 so, ekosi JJ Liman so, JJ2, ekosi JJ civilian, ekosi Atamels, Kufo Mahama nyina eka na edi nyina as of January 2017 eka nyina o 119.9 billion 190.9 billion. And Akufo the Bay president. A free Akufo the Bay president visit summary. A car Ghana de 763 billion. Makasa mu de munye subtraction in free mu. Munye subtraction in free mu. Almost 650 billion about in Kwande abo, which represent 84% of our international debt. A being serious crowd say one regime 7 years. Now oko kan obi so 80 udie akwese borrowing ewiase kra no one name borrow udie oboro a America omo de kapao but share idea America for this can ye ewiase nyina amon ya de kai Japan for the cousin obia nenso America ne woman mo Euro team from to Japan say the krone fene productivity ekozo most of the chips, most of the cars, most of the electronics in no man here ewiase nyina na ehon Japan ye no. What Koboro says in a year, also can correspond with some of the capital infrastructure. Also, the flagship program of government was a free HSL. Free HSL, Akufa don't say our share of the oil proceeds, no, and or day 80. We saw oil proceeds for what? Second, can the other day. I shall say PDS. $12 million no much any good year, say a privatize ECG and Uncle Siega. Cash for seat. Wow, Ben present no. Into across a planet no. Mercury a best son. Wow, Ben son pano. Whoa now. You the best goodies from the present. On corruption no. A course where we ba a whole oil a work from boost for oil. You see, I ever pretty. Ayida. Obia juna koye no one a GPS a Google Earth na aban akofo bi say koye say what dia. These are some of the earlier scandals about them. 20 million cedis. You see, you call a Ghana Post Office a Jeep. I didn't say Google Earth. Ubia yen the other than on Muchedi. And of course, one scandal after other, one scandal after other. Of course, he said COVID-19 by my catching say COVID-19 eku Italy for America for the USA no. Ye the Ghana ye side effect no. Na USA so dumye. Omuma ye vaccine free yankoto vaccine bia then so nipa ya ban ye vaccine na ko so ko hu travelers mobono also du kotoka airport twa $150 say wo panio unwo panio ubetwa $150 one so wo within ECOWAS no betwa 50 make say sikani nyina nkan ko Ghana futum kran sam kran yenko IMF yenkoti a Yakofa a phony company from Frontier. Omukwa enje about 90% of proceeds they free a year Kotoka Airport no. Omukwa jimu you 90%. Ye Kotoka Airport here they no. And no says can mama kobo bisi on system na train no. Anko for buy now think ye nyes kanum do no. Or much is Kennedy 90% according to the Minister of Health no. Omukwa you Frontier company onukwa 90% ye o mani nya 10%. One akọ school eka omono tumu. Mahama na onu kobo besia na esi tem na no ye twabo ne saa mahama ekwasampeni. Na enso so no wonam se oye mahama kwasapeni no. Eye saa airport no mko gina agi says ka na edie. Enso nipa akọ school ni se wo mo saa ne kofo na omo ye papapa. Momom se mo omo. And of course one scandal after the one scandal. Eye kosi say the former Minister of Health. Our MP was a Bonoho baby. Kwaku one a year University of Ghana Medical Center and so or say crampono it doesn't exist. Nyakupo obi we Minister of Health or say it doesn't exist. Meanwhile so no onya COVID no. Ya fanon ko to konoche ya fanon ko kolebu oho no ko dae. Ade eni ho no otimi koda ho mane yeye. Na pokrampo nya COVID eho no ko dae. Na se we ade yes plan we ukache u de educate nipa de seni say wo mu ya trofo a obi se mentias ade no okokasa se o yo trofo obi a o se ade ni ho na mu wo yare ye ne ho ana ne kwoto ade ni ho de ade na wo koda ho ma ne yi so scandals no nanso mi kase Mahama wasn't the same but ade adwumadi am didi Mahama no obi bia wo nyansani bia no kwase it is unfair unfair ene hwe ayi Afarewa hospital and if 37-minute hospital no Kumasi 500 bed, one of the largest hospitals in Ghana, and if not the largest military hospital in Africa. Says Kebia Mahama Kobo Bisendi you Asad na yintimi bie. The Okobo Bise you know almost Wakobo Bisana Hununu. Abaya Basu intimi bie you know. Say where hospital DBA is completed, DBA is completed, yintimi bie. KJTI I can say project 2. First one Mahama Eko BA. And no after the one more Kumasi for Zene, and your Mahama O2 for and your mam O2 for this. And Yakobus no way for or do crop or Pebia Craiguna foot or no discover ABC BB or Kumasu. And you only see it. O2 for Tim Kojina or buying himself or Koya international contract via any international contract by constitution, it must go to parliament. And I Nana do call that Kumasi project 2 ye project 2 never he. One crazy cry, you say, Mahama, ye. So, and no me pimsis who the cobo. And no me be brave or Missy Ubora, and terms of Japan, Bora, a man for to say, oh, when they are by eating on Munka or government assembly or Penesa. Say government Kuburukra at least would ye be on Funko wardrows. And to say, son and come near you, or Kubero to say, way or factories, schools, way, a month for the Pebia, even voter combi crow, Yama Ghana for. That is how we build the country. It's and you're borrowing in a yes, I a day, name who borrow it no day. But about when you borrow away, you know, Ubusan say 650 billion a dear pan or dear Baya. Ubusan won't come here, Lex Bitter crowd, Mumbo and no my bed 10 crown, say, we need the idea. This canning. Now will be on no cry here, Minister of State cry $1 million Asian pass here. $1 million will mean Zimbabwe dollars, mean South Korea dollars. $1 million US and your check. So could fear a cash you say you bit my fire. I can 1, 2, 3, 4 could see 1 million. Now no cry 1 million I shed you one more. To me, I know. Say ye cash man, let us be serious. Or be no as this only political ideology. Me de make us MPP no da me kaze kojai ana NDC ana say PMPU na mmom no wa party no no wo kura no senka wo ka de me making so wo party me nje se bi we su nyansa ahata o se wo come ni Bible kura man kan say yen kan ni rebuke na open rebuke no kura no better than secret love na identity na ye party ye wo abanso no o ya de nye na ye ka ebisuma me yenka won no me ekoso Emre ba me say oh senka mama na waso anka $1 ebedru ka cedi ne be ko 16 cedis o nyakopon so de saa na o ye na de o se mama waso a ka cedi ne be ko 16 cedis na aban ben na de cedi na ko 16 cedis enye NDC enye Ghana Freedom Party enye CPP enye PCP eye MPP on de nyakopon no mo sa de wasama bonus kraka ho or the one account say 17. More moody euros in the pounds required the modern 2021. Into me, say Oba Bemwa a very, very challenging. Name Moody Siko fancy would ya trouble ye may catch us over bread. And no maybe why you find yet political dirty politics, sir. Name so ye ah, then a ye board chairman. What be ni rest I can say ni hotel I say a rest of whatever it is no come on on tax awuchia of a chum crab the receipt of the number of taxes you try Ghana I think of man economy about best thing BBA COVID 1 BBA COVID 1 BBA we VAT 1 VAT 2 VAT 3 how about ye Uko yema ye insoma yeji. Now, with all this government has received more revenue than any other government in history in Ghana. This government revenue power wajiano any skakitwo. Then sa tax and any levies the more year pan is 1% COVID levy no. Yes, in didn't tell Yan say present here with one of his fellow Ghanaian talks. Ebe kache wiase nya say COVID is officially over in Ghana. Na tiedi no COVID levy. Adie na ye COVID levy no. COVID na e share levy no yesi eni ho. Me wan so aban sesela obeji levy no. Na we yentimi nka ho asem. Adie ni ho enso aban so oji COVID levy no. Okoka obi so antia society na adente na yentwia sa 1% no. Why should we pay a levy which is intent and purpose in any home? So Okachi Kumasi for Muncha sea levy. You have a Kumasi a country. A Pubi any Kumasi, also Muncha a sea levy. What do you think say Kumasiano for? And I said the people of Kumasi they will feel say, Nepono way, so Oka Lebusmunchu crowd and Kaye. But this is the case that there's no a sea, but Yenchia. It a normal P it's bound say the people are beginning to understand certain things, you know. And nothing about Miana or no head of the economic management team, no. Since we're Janio, one and no or ye no normal. On pay economy, no one sem create. Meanwhile, he's the head of the economic team. If the head is wrong, the mind is also wrong. Or no present name on home, and our catches about me say economy team and middle by but one and na preamble a cry or on say a year. Obosomfo ho dia mamento nkanya sa dia mema Joseph Ashase na yakoyenim. Okay, so Obosomfo you ready? Joseph, can you hear me? Hello. Abe otubinga. No. Okay. Abe nye ready ya. Mami ko Meki so. Meki akwaba. Kwabena otuminka.
Abi, yo, let me say, Bombardier, what of from Kakra? Kwabena, Kwabena. Okay, all right. What was on for sure?
Yeah, Papa Smiley, are you calling me?
I said before, Bombardier,
oh, okay.
Yeah, Abby. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, Eddie. This question is answered. What do you want to talk
about? Well, I mean, I've spoken already, so I think if somebody is on, you can let the person come because it could be. I've seen KOB. Is KOB not Isaac?
No.
Somebody else. Okay. Yeah. So see if there's nobody on, then I'll take it.
Yeah, Abby. Yesterday it was in the news that the person who replaced Madame Ekweadonko, rumor for that he has been disqualified. And I read that when they went for IPAC meeting, the EC said that they are still going to keep Ekweadonko's picture and name on the ballot. To you, does it make sense? Somebody who is dead. And let's assume that the person wins the election. What is the implication? And does it even make sense if the person doesn't win the election? Somebody who is dead. And the law said that we have to. The party has to replace. The dead candidate. If it's a certain time before the election. Now we've done the elections, everything. So it was the political party law said that, and the EC law said that the party that the candidate comes from should replace the dead candidate, which great Freedom Party of Ekweadonko did, and the man has been disqualified. If the man has been disqualified, shouldn't there be a place for the person to be replaced? And if the person is not going to be placed, shouldn't that the numbering or the position be reshuffled or redone again? But the EC is saying that they've already started printing and it's going to cost. Remember, there was a case about 4 or 8 years ago during the district assembly elections, and this same thing came up. Then somebody took the EC to say that they have to he has to reinstall the ballot papers reprinted. But the EC was adamant all this one until the person went to court, and the High Court said that the EC have to reprint everything. You see what happened?
Yeah, Bombardier.
Yeah, okay, go on. They didn't do it during the time of Dr. So we have to go and reprint. Meanwhile, there was an avenue for them to correct that thing long time ago. This thing that's happening. If people should go and vote and they say, oh, they made a mistake, and we go and read that, because people like Ekweadonko, and the education of so many people is low. They will go to the ballot box and still choose Ekweadonko. And just as we had the last time, some sport ballots, there were more sport ballots than even the number of ballots that some parties didn't have. Don't you think that all this is going to happen, or even someone might even take the whole system to court after the election? What can you say about that?
I think if I were Ekweadonko's party and the nominated leader now, the decision the EC has taken, either after the election or now, I'll take them to court. In the sense that, the processes leading up to the whole thing it is incredible that they've never thought about the possibility of a candidate on the ballot box suffering this sort of fate. So on the whole nation, or on the whole electoral process, it's a big dent in the way we manage ourselves. At least they should have thought about this thing and come out with a guideline or a policy on that long time ago. That we are all human beings, this thing can happen. So the fact that the EC has not even initiated this, you see, if you look at the people at the EC, that man who speaks like somebody who has not been to a classroom with Kwaku or something, they call him. They only go there just to show off their positions. The people managing our institutions are not solving any problems. Because this thing should have been thought about long time ago that this is possible. So when in your case, or even they could have used Atta Mills' example to do some of these things. But me, I feel, one, they should not reshuffle the numbers. The numbers have been decided upon. What they could do is maybe blank or cover up the face of, if they are not allowing Ekweadonko's representative to stand, then they have to cover her face, or they have to leave a space blank. Whether they've printed it or not, if it's printed, they have to try and cover her face. This thing could be done. Do you understand? Otherwise, the next logical option is to allow this guy to stand. It is not up to the EC. Do you understand? It is not up to the EC to decide that we don't want him to stand. Because when they were doing their vetting, that unnecessary stringent vetting, which they are so proud of, just failing people, disqualify people, we assume that because of the stringent nature, to them is stringent, or the comprehensive vetting, we assume that they did it for everybody. So if out of their own mistake or ignorance or their own incompetence, they've been overlooked this particular phase of the thing, it should not affect Ekweadonko's party and its representative. Because yesterday we addressed this thing briefly. I said that going forward, and if I say going forward, they should find solution going forward. But now the incident has happened, so they have to make a call. And making a call means they are admitting their failure and say, okay, Father, whatever, Ekweadonko's representative, this time you had it solved because you have overlooked this principle. So they should let him stand. So all that EC saying, oh, he made a mistake in filling the form, we thought they've crossed this path already through their so-called stringent vetting. So if they have not done it, it is not the man's fault. It is not the representative fault. They should let him go. Then going forward, they do their comprehensive search. Maybe all the second people, how do they call it? The partners who follow the main leaders. Maybe they have to do maybe 60 or 70% of the checks on those people and do 100% on the main people. So that when these things happen, they say, oh, we've got some sort of basic checks on these people so they can pass. Do you understand? But they don't need to ignore, because Ekweadonko has paid, the party has paid money already. If they say they are going to refund, this is where the court issue comes in. If I were in the Ekweadonko's party, this is where you go, we see how litigant I can be. If they are his party, from the time they pay that money, they have to pay interest. Interest has to accrue up to when they decide to refund the money, which is not ideal because it will be a loss to the state. Do you understand? But when we say people leading our institutions are the cause of our problems, look, EC was in a fallow period for how many years? 3-4 years. They couldn't do things. All what this woman say, making himself cocotte, being surrendered by so many military people. That is all she was interested in. The main problems which needed to be solved, she didn't even care. They will go to hibernation and show off when they have to do the work. Then they were left with a few days or a few months to do the job. Then they will be rushing and messing everybody up. It's incredible the way we are managing ourselves. Because the people who are supposed to control them too, look at what they are doing in the parliament. The people who are supposed to control these people. Because EC is supposed to provide them information, maybe quarterly reports. So that based on that quarterly report, they can query the EC about what oversight is this. But I don't know whether this is even happy. I said that we've left them, they are writing their V8 cards and showing off. Showing who has got power, who hasn't got anything. Every aspect of our life, every aspect, agri, politics, education, name it. Nothing is working. But this guy should be given a pass. It is not his fault. It is the fault of the EC. So why should that affect him? So my conclusion is, one, they don't need to reshuffle the numbers. That is done. They have to let Ekweadonko's representative, they have to find a way to let this guy in. Whether the ballots have been printed or not, they can devise something and put him there. He doesn't care. If Ekweadonko's party doesn't care whatever they do to let this guy on. If they don't let him on, then they should cover the face of Ekweadonko or blank a face on the thing. They have to find a way to do it. This is what problem solving is about. It's not about thinking that everything is rosy, riding V8, getting militaries around you anyhow. We don't care. So these things, but I think Ekwadonko's part, they have to enforce this. If this fails, then they should take the EC to court. But we are wasting, we are messing our lives up big time. From top to bottom, the people we claim are supposed to come and manage the country don't have a clue what they are doing. They don't have a clue. Just show off, show off, show off. If you look at John Buedu, his cheeks, the guy was sitting in the park like a stupid guy. Now if you look at his cheeks, now he's talking nonsense, going to sell all state-owned enterprises. Just within less than 2 years. What information, what analysis, what study led to that? And they are left with less than 2 months to go. He want to sell and share it among themselves. Let somebody come. Let somebody. I could see Owan there. Akunta, I hope everything is well in your Ghana there. Anyway, Bombardier. Hello, Bombardier. Bombardier is gone off too. Obosonfo. Hello, am I on? Hello? Bombardier. Hello? Albert, can you hear me? Okay. But it seems everybody is Bombardier. Okay, why you want to speak, but nobody. No, I don't think I can. I have the ability to let him. Yeah, Albert, take over then. Take over. Mr. Boy, take over here. Yeah, Bombardier. Yeah, you. Okay. But then Obusumfo was here before. Anyway, but Owahin is in Ghana. So Bombardier, if you like Owahin, he has raised his hand.
No, I think Meki came before.
Okay.
Bamaso. Meki. You okay, you. And a champion. Bamaso.
So say, Prince.
What's it almost today?
No, it's okay. It's okay. You are clear now. Bombardier, I'm going. I'm going blue now. Yeah.
Okay. A chamber casan here.
Okay, what's your name?
I just said them clear.
And with the your what's the common video? Yopo. That's a common video. It demo clear. Yeah. I was say Yenipre.
One channel yanko.
Oh, me children, Michelle Bibia, the obeti after the program, no. And they get no way was way, but she have a contact, Procope, but she are when the wise man. But she Obosonfo Michelle P, Obosonfo Michelle Papa. Omo can be who be a Minipa Albert. Any Obosonfo, nay, any wise man. Any Joseph Maconta, one a friend wise man, one wise man, because when the mini
and me and a wise man.
Hey, come on, Michelle, but change Prince, the telling me say, the Korean man say, about 2024 year, made the Cobra Kobe, the Cobra about coming home.
Now, who call him no? Yeah, Cheddar, who the vice president?
Obana na.
President pick, you know.
Obana. Miriam or something like that. I think we're not.
It's the cat crazy.
Yes, we're not now.
Come and say, or may now, in the post, Bediako expresses excitement stating, I am pleased to announce that I'll be embarking on this remarkable journey for the presidency with Dr. Miriam Esika Krisi as my running mate, the right mate. And to see, he accompanied the message with the hashtag Ghana will work again and vote number 12. Vote number 12. NT Madam Miriam, financial professional and academic, is a highly regarded financial professional and academic with extensive experience in Ghana's financial sector. She previously served as senior manager at the Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana, where she was responsible for overseeing investment, licensing capital market operators, and contributed to regulatory frameworks that have strengthened the country's capital markets. In addition to a role at the SEC, Dr. Krisi has a distinguished academic career, having lectured at the University of Ghana Business School and the University of Professional Studies, Ghana. In the education background or PhD in finance, MBA, Master of Business Administration, and certification in Islamic finance and ERP software. No. While the key for women's rights, empowerment, and promoting gender equality, particularly in the economic sphere. As a Muslim, she emphasized the importance of empowering women in both formal and informal sectors. And that's a background of Dr. Mrs. Krisi. And no. More than I say, or a lightweight, or just a heavyweight.
Say Bombardier, Obano, or a heavyweight, or your bar, and who has some cry in your bontia, which is a way on us why underground work in the Juma, or the boy or minor. And then you say, O man, Sika Simon, and yes, if you want to see what you see. When him said ye Sikano, as if etie, Nimudru, and said ya, yes, very soon nano. What you see, pa, Lintina, Brantier, Kwame. No, what's I see now, or she moon, who said, one in your bar, obey, and as in the pa, obey you know as a running meat. Many a John say, or Baby Sano, which the cook joining him dear, here and Pebisa, obey my bonnetti. Now, or much yet to talk or money because baby or man, you know, the hen the phoning answer for, nim the phoning answer for, on the Juno man than say, on the Juno quiet from no bush for one. It's what you saw about. One bill of Barnum, not many aji. Panicasa, come on. Ama many sorry pass, Kwame, one yadi. One ye be aqua, and I say, one any fancy being opus way now, or money didn't come so. And Obanus, the mano, Medanasi, and then the cuckoo drew, a day, I send between a limono. One also who said, oh, my, no, do baby, what's in the phone. One moment, my boy, man, I said, Johnny, now, so ye what did you say? So, Kwame, Puccino. Now, when he named ye and in the cuckoo drew, and I said, the war, who said, obeting their bois. I didn't know where they on G went to now on family buana or man into me. Bibi send a year penal. Bibi send a year penal. Say, one more, with ye. Now, or man, a doma come out, so no one said, your man, sick as seems fatigue. The Biana eco form, na eco IMF, Nessica, I was a BB project being scanning call baby, I was a Quanisan Manomano. Now, how no here, now what today? And or cast about many or minus hand. I am not hardly, then I see me brave. Say what G2 was on so Baba Kwame Bidiako. Now, one in meaning now, Nakupon Buana 7th. Say Nakupon Sunny. Na omo tutu ne said ya meso me ka bie na afoforo so na dodo so ka bie ye prince saye a enye saye se nkoye MPP ne NDC biem ba wonu ze prince saafo menu we say no answer betu omo na edin enti me meso me hwa videos you a me hwe ene se ase nura no ase no mo nam kumase a no mo nam adum na kwame nam adum a cheze enya asem ketwa ona me che nya asem keto asa manfo message ne kwa na eko akoye se ija asase a enwura no awo na ija tomu no na ehyiba enti ne message no hia na ehyiba sa on pena asem kro na asem wo ka no on pa branch na asem a uti na asem a wo ka na uti hu se nyansa efiri nyansa no ebi wo ni timpa obetimi e dia beboye because ahunchi we die nkonya nyim se ahunchi we Ghana ye wo mu die ya tremo yem pensis aye yem pe obi obetimi e di bibi foforo aba betimi asesa yen hyehyeye ene yen tutuye ene yen kan ko no akwaye se ama ohia abe dokruye ohia na abechichiri yen ohia bechichiri ama yentimi nji ho entini se bibi foforo ko eba na akwaye se o bibi foforo ko na eniye enti by this time no see them see hu on social media na efa de mrantie bebrebe no mo kasa ne ohwe pass no mo de kasa na ye nyina se ne nke ye dom MPP ni NDC o ye nyina ne nke ye nyina nke kede bia ni sana ne adwene se anka anya anka MPP na NDC but ye hu se enuanu mienu we say another two political parties we dey am for many years no adentina one to no much say entry from more papa biam le o man for so many years aye nyina do na tu kwan no mo ko emi ko na bi ba no musu bi timi ni die yi na ye die ntimi baby a wo ye dwuma ko na wo ye boss e bi wo ko suensa no dwuma bi wo ye dwuma ni 10 years wo ye dwuma 12 years 15 years na wo ye master wo dwuma no ntimi high dan entwa dan ka yi ntimi fa ne banku school papa ama just still and why say boy what maybe 25 28 years what work university we adwuma de ma wo ye no wo apply for job no sika di job so me no sika no transportation kwan na entimi ma wo sika no entimi tufu ma no papa nche entubo 35 30 32 33 34 sila na wo so tire efie je se eno anu a wo nya bi ndi ani ya twa hunu se saade we say ekuso de kusu sa na ye ase akwai cycle sa na adna ye for so many years enti ye say for so many years no enti ye de yentimi hunu se sa two political parties we aduba bi a awose yetimi sisa wo no mo because adna ye ache aye sa ache ebianu bebreba mo abotire sa mo tsatre mo ana mo se amfa bu hwe bi amfa ana pua ono meche no mi wo so no mo woni die mo wa bibi bo mo koma so a so ma na chia mo mpe ono meche ena mo de tutu kwan ebu okwa na nyina koma mu pass nko so tu kwan but we university no wo hwe bia na no ontimi nya ahoto ani ahoto so e wo ko otimi no ena nye se bia kuntu no tu anu kwa na ena ni jesu otu kwan obu okuntu mu no wompe but entutu ye wo omani mu omontimi treat no ye man no da me mfino de ti okuntu mu sa ono meche emna nko tigana ha no a anko so sidi mo da so wo okuntu onu ahunu mu se sanka mana ye yie na nka bia no tutu ye papa bia ba anko tin no mamu a anko ye more happier more joyable obenya the family around obenya relatives around this and man anko be more happier so okuntu enso so
what we have now no man ipa ho haro musa the kind of governance ebo no sila would you say improvement papa biamba entina yenya alternative na
papa yi prince the one should be a dollar you we are any pound you we are prince baby dollar you
and no your papa saying $1 to 4 cedis no say be so your calculations na that
the
be so your calculations say be obi so your difference e woman na because be $1 4 cedis na be na fundamentals no na strong na
this amode ana we ka say prince say what's on na wa system the way si fa etwa wo no bi betena radio station o ka sa asem na we de we nyu bi ne kumantwi say da obe so wo te no no obe te ne sa be na se dia dudu no e wo ase say e bia prince bia nka wo Ghana ha no na wo ya handyman wo Ghana ha no na wo akoye adwuma wo hwe adwuma wo beye wo hwe adwuma wo beye ye de ba ma wo kuma be na akoma bibi ti say e bia wo wie ni ama be 500 Ghana cedis wo hwe adwuma pa wo ye ya wo hwe adwuma wo ye ni ama 500 Ghana cedis for adwuma na wotin say aden
What is what break 500 cities no? Me sure say any 3 days no. So what my dear 2 days no. Let's say. Oba kwa kwa ya 500 cities ni dia. Uko do hospital oba na 500 cities na sound. Now you go break. It's kind of call. Enti yentimi ensa ne enyi no ma ne ho. Enti tema mi kan tete ne mi tete mu nyina ano. Ene ne say, mo mi yentimi mi no ma ne ho. Na se dia mo dia mo kura aya mo ka se no mo abuchiri. Se dia mo koyi enye kura na at least no wo hwe ba bia wo tia wo environment wo surrounding kakra a wo tia how tidy any the way no ma hye wo fie ene wo ma anase wo ni no ba kura na wo sitim se di sifatie a te se wo da wo timi da at least wo benya 100 na 200 bia wo accounts ma everybody e debit ma go grocery $100 $250 with my grocery come out one of me say kuma do na ntimi grocery shopping one of me say say enkra no aduane die se wo nkra mienu miensa wo ana ba akokra wo fi a wo mu provision kra no milk kra ne sa no ano aya na ne boa ko to the level say aya na edding one of me say koko say koko say 5 cedis so koko ne esi share 5 cedis prince and so okoto ebia masa akoka ho na say masa no woto mu de hen woto mu 5 cedis na 3 cedis na say na wo kono say 10 cedis koko no pa na 10 cedis so na je ene sika edu sika na any system ni nti no we 10 cedis na pa na koko say we 10 cedis na pa na koko dia na sade ni ke betwen na ke di ye di wache koto wache ni 10 cedis kwes maame te eyugu sumare e fe say makogu sumare be the command kra no nso na ko wana ko di no one already e ba ne say da be na na e bedu say emre wa asase e da ho no mo a ye betime dua no ba ye bia ye nyina aduane de wo sanke anka e komodie e kompa de wo sanke komodie ba wo say de e komodie ye dan katua e kosoro trotro e kosoro light kosoro ensu a e ma enti wo so koto nsuo ona me che e no mo bibi na wo twika so akwan no yebetu abeya na mu se akwan won akwan won mo omu twiso na potos mo so mo ye potos no yebetu abeya November ye mu eno mo so mo ye potos na omu twidwa akwan bi so ni sa no manoma na de tin wo betra so sa 8 years time yebetu aba November next month ko to abeya after ye se de wo ye prince utwika bang ne tosun enti sana ye pede ne dia na me mente ase ona ukodumu a a man who shop no bonya say me kwa na mre say wo November mo prince November ne we entina I say bonya bi ekura ni ho no mo mentimu say election ni na eba ni ntio say eye dollar gan cedi dollar no ntina no man ntimi ba yo say dio say amanfo hu say wo kofa no man ba ye ntimi to because I don't know system na say nye bonya o some wo hi at least mu dem hu say ya decorate streets ni sa no man no mu ko shopping centers na mu hu no ma say bonya ba ni sa no man no say siam no ka say e da bojo e bia next na bonya no ba dia minim and after election na bonya no ba dia minim ona me chen an ka bia ni akire enti no anya say bia o wa hne ene bia obi so be kan say bia gu but in reality ni die an ka be ya Ghana for ke nyina nya ade ne se bia anya ne nkwa na anya sisi na America platform ya kan third fourth star and then na me be kan tutu bi aso ya kan e bia ba so ampa na ba elusu ne hu atia kese a che se nyina hu sa hu kire ne ye gidie wo ema MPP emre na Akufo Addo answer ba contest na manfo kire se papa yi die se egu yokoto Obama Mahama na ya ma papa be president ya enye that team de be nu ho se yegusuma Mahama ye president ye entin kwan pia so no se Mahama be bi odu na eye magana yenye Mahama si nchen na me amso tie campaign message so MPP force de baye ensemo mo de baye no na akoko se atogana fo nyina tum se papa yi a wo hwe kunyo chede ne de wo se akunyo de ma le prekope da Ghana fo agitum ne nsemo ka yi nyina no ekoto ba ma no e ma che se ebi sida Emma papa yi perform the performance the man no na say abaye ade bia Ghana fo bebre dudu no mu wogidi omu no omo si the performance no ni gidi omu gima no ni nyina no papa yi ne omu susu no edu kwantimi nkasa ebi mu se en guase ebi mu kwase se mo so mo ka ho we ende more for be over MPP part is only can be on and then you may have 5 years because we said yeah maybe every day is one of about the tobacco but tobacco trauma NDC on
the trade day. What is the mood of customers? No more customer traders. No, say Munamuja. My say in MPs and constituents, yet sellers and buyers. If you are a Bombardier,
Bombardier, and enemy take him, me take him, you know. And me take him, me take him, I was it intermediate him. Who said me what's the me what's the same American Americano? Ah, and no man consider what's a co and Kwame and Sa. Now was it a form? Who was second I bet sound with my second and Kwame and Sa. No man consider what's a co. No was open a morning to Triano and favor Ghanaian businessmen. And favor Ghana businessmen. Not Ghana businessmen inflow of importation and one year depending on yeah. Now I could say cannot any stable, can quite they couldn't Prince, and who say affect me? Who say near the Americans as well? Who was me? This would need dia. You bet me a cancel your panel. Now, woman in the end will be a share. Who was a young cassa? Or you only now to return and now so. A young since 1 year of the top one, one be put on. One thing I would to from the Kudu, one be put a war, and the no. Now wasn't come back casa, some pan say, because I brought in some work. A Dachi and Dachi whom and the walker, I must say, yeah. Say, be near Conny bit me, you couldn't bit message, and also be more. And some power walker. Who the 2 political parties, and Yansapa, it's yet 2 political parties, MPP and NDC. And Abranti, Jamie and Samet table, no beyond fun, some walker. Young men found to 20 inches, Ghana frontiers, yeah, and who they didn't put to more Ghana. What is it? These 2 political parties, who is more minor? Omnishi, a more mano, and some are Branty cannot make no clue, Miss Mintibi da, our MPP, Mintizo, both cried that. Mintis the Bantic me who be that. I did it to a poor man, Branty can. Ghana phobia, your mother say, one of you on university, one of you on PhD, one cried the Indian or more. And they are Brantian. Nina swore and then in Kakanka did not swan, and I'm going to do with you do. And your PhD assem. And you young I did to 2 years. And in here, you be. Woman be. And so, Nana, yet do your dopatino, yet dopatini say, woman and media so I didn't where I here. And you 2 for Kunabia. When you 2 for Kuno, where do you 2 for Kuno? Where do you want to be able to have more money? Be you so. No, even when say I hear you can or hino, say be a command in it or hino with ye or better say to trust as you know is enough. And you know you quote or hino or more permanent. Now how much more wound resources in that show on sa? No one would you go but no yet one says sly and goose and so power, yes, so potentially. Yeah, who call Accra, your shows go home. 1 year no who rented shop na yen no see strategy was akeke no strategy was empty na who the okoko gin fresh no wa sha ase no who the one na be you obi bia no $10,000 1 year unye
who trading dollars and cedis and I want to comment
principal me make ka say when $10 me make say you trading dollars and cedis me say $10,000
anti yes yeah enforcing no bra Bank of Ghana dey bia ono aka say me trading dollars but ono aka say or koti bi bia in dollars
omuntimi nye bi anti no just imagine say okoja do with $10,000 e bia plastering kwa nyanye etu na okoja say plastering ayemu de also ye bia $10,000 1 year. Please, who know what American no $10,000 as a do Kuska. I want to buy store back one year. Etino, go soon so the begun. Say, who are butcher after once obey your shipment. Say, shipment one episode, yeah, obey shipment, not but duty by you are born on Sanamana. Obey the boss will be goodness candy system, no ever told your goose at their banner. Prince, who madam? Who madam? Who wants to show? And club school, who be tough for, wait, we like it. Never fear to be any more. And to Bacona, Corner, over. Uncle Form, which is someone for sir, and she said, Papa BM,
local business people. Oh, and the foreigners no some bar. Workers some form Ghana Hanomon, saying we 700, 800, 500, and on which was halfway saying Ghana for no year to Bosumeno, 500, 600, 700, and they did one on one more loan with the interest about 2.2%, 3%, or Chrome, and millions of dollars, and no never invest to Chrome Ghana for loan 23%, 37%, and they don't see that Prince, 27%, 37%. Sika do our kwaje no was about double triple the amount of kwaje no. E ke be na bitima also sidi okronum sa. E be na to so for muni omutimi mo okrono. But ye pese ye di say ye funu ye di odobi. E ka say wo mo na ye beto am ye no to any ye. On say ade am can affect me aye o hai. Any mo am ho no mo be say mo be business o kum ha no. Affecting you now, affecting to the court. We tell you, who could walk with so much now, be Sassiwa, now, what someone wants you want to me. Won't you want to me? Won't you want to me? Say, Trump about what can say no foreigners, Canadian, you become you become Ogumwanti, you are coming after you. We are coming after you, we are coming after you. Say a back. Say, no question for who to be ya. No, could some 10 years, 15 years. Nobody business be Okumwan more. Now, but send the mimic can you know what to be did in a more. And now because yeah, one in the Kayo, see this party. No one to me, could be more. How to make a daily living, you see. And you know, I do tell my what's the kind of way to me, see. No, yet to be true about CSR for we say no. No, yet to me, a branch and the back. No, don't see, no, also, on my grounds. On my grounds be at least, and that will be. Not to say even call code at the end of the baby, or at least will be paper with beer also follow. But we're 40 years a demo, paper with beer will be also be to follow me beer. And to the benefit of when you could talk on the 70th year, but 2 summer a papa or a month for a case about Tommy papa or a Venice. One will in Jabia, Miss Coming what could also to a man, and this papa would be in Venice. Oh, Mahama. Ye koko to ba mahama ebiem na Ghana for ye nim se bibi ho ma your friend expiring date ye nim sa edu bibi ho ma twem woni na obi anka wo the strongest opposition party the biggest and the biggest opposition party who dey madam be so the biggest opposition party was anka this time no anka sa and some abranting trumpet no. And you may would
now why baby one to say can you assume to say as a baby my wife was it and I do be say to be for crana
and then oh and you no crack oh wife do all can you no crack oh wife do all can and you no crack or mu do no just winning na so near children do no but me no some light off no sometimes I mean person me dey because I am say a baby do not a baby baby qua. Neither Mintimu say, yeah, almost your home said, you know, it's not a person to cast him. I am saying, yeah, I say, way or to sweet. Now, what opposition a bit my yeah, need to do lights, no, or also doing the time. Now, your son of ye. I didn't say Sanko for some call. Sanko for some call. Say, oh, qua, sunlight system now, often only about 12 corner, a big jabby stable. Omo de ye kono omo de omo keke tibom e ye safo ye no keke tibom me ye sure pass jo e ko sue light of ndc fo ko fu bi wetire sana tamana ndc fo wo so no tamana ndc sana light of ne ko so saba but ebe major because there was a problem with I think say whatever I don't what because someone kind of crunch it. Because Uncle Four won't kind of crunch, but yeah, sometimes I don't say sometimes no, we are too laid back to see what is happening now. We are too laid back. Say we want to still believe and trust these people. Say they're the only people that can. I come several times. Say how come say Ghana Hano or people catch them say Ghana had here is only 2 political parties and the war Ghana. I was the one for 2 way be. Say Ghana is almost second and fourth republic. It's about 30 to 40 years. It is a democracy in the acquire. It's a twaba. Ye leader now over almost 40 years. So 2 political parties they have underperformed. They have underperformed badly. No, catch them say still Nana is only these two political parties and the two vote moment. I don't know where we are heading to. It means that we don't have rightful thinkers. It means that you see in the Pebia they can do better than they have women who year. Anytime you know about this stage, they may me say I'll do it. I'll follow this guy. I'll follow this guy for his vision.
Hold on. First my na menko
oboso. And you know, Prince, me that's we be in Kasebi. We will be in Kasebi now. The opposite organ need the
Yo, yeah, Prince. Yo, medase mami chair it for say questions and answers and they will kweda. Na why no can be bisa no ka sem bi say over here say can ye dudum no na opposition for no shase na kan pese o ma ejirimu na de na opachire.
Abosonfo me pacho on say anytime say I person me can't too much about light off no. On let me tell you. Because how come say every 4 years we talk about Saturday way test is I didn't light is so I am for the obia the tuma kama. I be buy election. I mean say somewhere along the line no a buy. And I think that it was resolved. And then how come you ever talk about CA? And you know I don't base my this argument or anything on the light off. But I understand. I don't base anything on the light off.
Okay.
Ni you say I was yes abana. You begin you be saying ye. Ama bibi side we be intensive. Oh.
Yeah, meti wase in the sense it say ebia onye preview to the cause of the power cut and I say power outages na airba no. Memfa so born boy no in the absence of that information no who all right is say wow to me I think it allowed because opposition but I would disagree with you say any opposition opposition na shechiri there be
okay
opposition nisa
opposition I don't you know I'm in tankers also because me who say every 4 years you better be piano every 4 years you better be I think that's hard deal I need to see
and say and now make us say ebia na the causes no genuine ebia na the causes no so no genuine but in nyina say the Ministry of Energy na you said there so we provide energy material for no you want said there so we provide the information one source information say obi bia wo kokoto prepaid send right now we can say October 600
yeah
it's in this case a no I will say services no yet guaranteed because what you are in advance. And for some reason, say ebia you provide you with the service now with you in advance now. I will say a reliable source will be to me as seek the reason in here unya sa energy no. But what do we see? It is about bad governance.
But almost yeah. Won't put it say walk up 20 biato and ye do no. Tio e bo mo ukresika no. Walk vendor no hono. Ukresika no. Who vendor no. Yes, a network. There's a network. Now uko shake QR it this one as a honey mokola.
Well, say maybe I don't know network issues. There's a connectivity issue. So won't me and run solution no to provide prepaid services.
Now saying omode the other app be about you can buy straight on the app no. I don't know there. When who say queue no I work vendors no one money wherever you have to buy where or light Eswati and again no say who sa metanibia now who say me say pa na mato me nko ba bia and say but only say they telling say sa minor and as a lights of no wo mu na and na say
and say any asem no the power outage na e banana say wuntimi nya kanea no emfanye wejuma no any how no and also no unni information bia to the reason in tia ade a wakwakototu aka no unya energy no
and now come am say from you is for never no kwame
bad governance oh say no you can say a attribute of a bad governance incompetent administration. Government only booma timemufo. Enti say eba ye dum so Muhammad Breso dum so ba na nyina ye nim. Ni enti ana ye wodum so mo ye schedule timetable na yenim say emre sei ebi ajowlufo ana sablikumafo ye do won kania. There was a schedule.
That on in on here.
Jose.
Cheddar the campaign Musumun Chairman on here boy and comedian news. What was the need for Chairman this week?
Alan John Trematin Gusuba Pro.
Bebacho, can imagine no offer.
Yo.
Ira Alan Gusuba Pro and other foot soldiers. Also Juma Ewasie door to door. Engagement with the electorate, so also yes, we media platform yetimi at home message, Yes, we the movement for change. It was to a Juma, because only himself for now, the only candidates with feasible and practicable solutions, Yera John Alan Kojo Trematin. Maybe I may kusi say maybe the political illiteracy, because as electorate, there was ultimately a king kind policies, plans. Now TRC, now ultimately a link to nipa na or no ekra plan no. Now assess nipa no pe the plans and policies are no nipa where you be to me achieve the policies na or manifesto no. Then you can say yes, nipa will pay me knowledge or the competence, the character against the policies now okrano. Me tomana obeti media to anamo anas obeti media yejuma boame any omano. Na wakoko to abamen say nipa no. Until at the end of the election no, say nipa no edi nkunimua. You are rest assured to say you voted for a policy, you voted for a transformation. What to about say before for eba brabum. Enti no answer would na wo twen sa niam no. Enti say Ekikan corner say you don't see that policies being executed now. Then you raise concerns. Then you come back and call for say okay say we be in the say and one good thing about Alan is one more time frame. Policy bia no one more duration and I say time frame wait media achieve sa there no. Enti Yenye how na me and I say me personally me how no the political illiteracy no. But you go see ya femu die say ye be mamfo hu say okoto aba e de nsakraye abrewa abuma na say unchimba na wo say oto aba ma Yera John Alan Kojo Trematin oye the movement for change leader. Inti ye gusu ye ton your message. We know the challenges sometimes we hear the opponents and I say the media in Ghana no send na menka no recklessly and as irresponsibly no pese omo hiding from the two parties MPP NDCs san pese omo direct electorate no adwene, but we are also touching base and we are connecting with the electorate the reception, how people even want the t-shirt say pese omo share t-shirts no to make the candidate visible now. It tells you say they have really and truly waiting say Yera Alan Babe president now waiting me executed the policies or the plans of the great transformation now plan now the infasopa abre Ghana into bisaya yeguso ye bwejuma our grounds now me adiaba akoso say also say me personal concern the administrator of the elections electoral commission onzo more at the final register data nama independent candidates and the political parties. Some of the data are not even, and I say even data now modiamano and yet accessible with the NDC no so many problem with it our modiama enti me concern no the administrator, the electoral commission, say, how credible is the electoral commission in terms of say Obabe Ranisa election in Niema or Diego Kwemu, all the administrative tax, ne operations are Mudigua Kwemuno. A yadia at the end of the day, we be say, or we do with transparency, and in case so say, in Niema Nkoya, would they be available to account to the people? Say, okay, Ebia Bibia Nkoyi.
Bell Bosum Bakune Betwa BVR machines na ya sisla no ye hu ye wo sa sem no ko machine na nkasa ye hu ye ko sisi na ye wo internet of things ne no me sisi ya obi koso a na obi su konya e bia password ne sa no na so obi so yi si yi no bebi a hye bia no no bakron koton ma obi na se ye ya na ye to ban so na obi so enya access to yi na yi si for say enhye dan ha adwen sa and then why do they serious issue?
Say device yet to be verification. In what you realize and they say, or let me tell you how vulnerable and I say how people can compromise the system, the electoral system with that stolen biometric device. Until with those devices, you bet me a mount a fake polling station. Now, sister young man for in this case, my main can say MPP for because they are Omona EC is in bed with because whatever they are doing, the EC is doing they see no wrong with it. Now, mount to a fake polling station. Now, sister man for now ye capture more fingerprint na ye omo to aba no more to aba. Then the data because they are the handlers and I say the data handlers they are able to merge sa data more are capture in that biometric devices now they are merging the national data. Now just a polling station say amount for say na eto aba ye kenkan ye si baumia edi nkunimu ho na ye aka national data na hona ye declare. That is how they can compromise the electoral system with these stolen devices. The Electoral Commission, and yen said ye, and yen hear some say, at least yen chinipa baku, watchman, yen said yes or no protect and as or secure the biometric machines, And kayenka say yachin a crampa ye prosecuted for negligence. Yentimin chubi and two muye. And she said that's why I say Jean Benson and Kasamu Yababi Rihanna.
A more tighter than even a bank bullion because I was a strong room. A then when I quite say education a computer placement here who said the only person who access to sir placement and that back a Dr. Educhum,
education minister. Oh. And he said devices are a sensitive device, because it contains sensitive data. Biometric data and yet data you can just mess around with. Oh. And he so that's already a CG and Kasankra Wiana. Should Ghana just go and sleep? It shouldn't be a concern to us. It's the Electoral Commission and Wiano. And he also yes secured. Even Kra say to gain access, physical access to the device, should not be easy, sir. Now, sorry, I say, baby, we are until now, saying you will be sano. And to me, me personal concerns with the administrator, the Electoral Commission of Ghana, going into this election, and they say they have not conducted themselves in a way to ensure, say, they are going to execute their mandate with integrity, transparency, and they are even ready to be held accountable should something goes. Should we have some electoral hitches or glitches? They are willing to cooperate or even account to the people because the last elections, Jimmy Sako, the Supreme Court of the land, you see, into me enforce to account to the people. And the Nyama to ensure peaceful, free, and fair election. Media on my side, I don't see it, but let's hope, say, I might be proven wrong on the D-Day, 7th December, and we are all waiting to see. Nti aside from that, na say bibia be free and fair. Prince ni Ghana for me. Ghana ni beauty a 24 me a mansema make and say Alan John Kojo Martin is going to merge the winner of the coming election because Ghana for accepted the great transformational plan. No? Ghana for have endorsed his character, the Christ-like character na Ukrano. Ghana for ni competence in Nema waye abo ebibri mine we asia mansan. And na Ghana for so nim say we are bred with the partisan politics. We need all-inclusive government. And na Yera Alan so promises are near man. O share your economy baumia a crash into the Red Sea na say akwa say ye ship wa sinki ye no. Yera Alan edin shisha yaba say oba be recover economy no. Ama waka Crampo say obe make sure say CD na some nam 18 $1 ni nam 18 cedis no. Obe make sure say ukra $1 unyambro 5 cedis. Or the agriculture eba be shasiye ama etimi aiden the CD no edu sampen person. Enti we outlining the plans. They are all feasible. In shisheye timelines da hon. Enti Ghana for agiatum our more train say they want to try something different because Ghana afford do na say nye duabo. Yambo undia say omumbra emba sum MPP ni NDC. Especially for 32 years. We by 8 years na yesu. We by 8 years na yesu. We by 8 years na yesu. No mo boy chaskele. Emerson say, yes, we say no. We have the sense to decide. We have a sense of transformation. We have a sense of difference. Say, ye per se ye try be na edin sakrayefo fro bi ebreyen. Enti media minim say administrator and electoral commission no say one skew the process in favor of the establishment candidates Baumia na cause Nanadu can say in a botae say Baumia Baba flag bearer of the MPP. Now so if you are seeing or the delegates any other contestants in FA so it will try some electoral process cry I so to about men fantre na Baumia Crawford buso MPs, executives, open declaration, and as a declaration of support for Baumia, no more yet, even though Kranitia party Nemran, Nina, Nado, and Kahuntre, Emma will declare no as a flag bearer. The second Butane is Obabe president. It's a quite be over first to be execute the process in favor of Baumiano, no more yeno. Ye GD say a Danny Drua. Ghana for and make sure that they will secure their vote and make sure that whatever they vote or whatever the outcome of the vote elections will be at the polling station will be the true reflection
of
what is going to be declared at the national level.
The Roman father, the only president was discovered by easy for say almost like my picture anymore. Don't you see any danger? Everything is.
I mean, what's about for cross? That is also another clear indication. Say there's a predetermined attempt to skew the election in favor of Baumia. And whatever unexpected that occurs, they don't want to adapt because when say adapting to it, might stand a chance of distorting their plans, their evil agenda. And yes, sir, what administrative sense does it make? Say a deceased candidate is only in Ghana and under Kufuor's administration. Say a deceased candidate is still appearing on a ballot paper. What administrative sense does it make? Na nipa ya also were disqualifying because we know say answer na a presidential candidate be na say a flag bearer be per se or filing a nomination I was a running mate available, and the details of the running mate is provided to the EC. A requirement. There also a running mate before you be even qualified to file a nomination. And does it mean that whoever is provided to the EC as a running mate, EC any administrative verification be and say any administrative task in making sure say that candidate is eligible and qualifies to be a running mate of that presidential candidate nana. Does it mean they don't do that? And she said, why yes, our checks nana say Nipana is qualified to be a running mate. Na say in unexpected events, na say candidate no presidential candidate no every month. So it's an automatic swap. And I say send you can elevation. It comes automatically from running mate to the flag bearer. Nafi okoya must more disqualify and say the document in some error.
But the understanding of that a provision is say once a credonco I nominee na yashenimuno obibia de bebiano, it covers that person. I didn't know some
administratively.
Because a nomination to you, because at Adana Mirichono, say a nomination area, a credon nomination area. It is say you do be bad as you cover that person. I didn't know some also for people for what again.
Sir, and me can say it's unexpected, say a credon call Ephraim. And he ne demise, no, comes as a blow. And any changes be on by no say I shall say about Mukasoma halt to the printing of the ballot papers. Nafi, if there's going to be a replacement and all that.
Ballot statistics not parties for any independent for no airbusa. So it new or more than can go ahead before the process should even take place. Because from the what we heard, some of the printers one, some of the printing press for they are aligned to some of the people in the ruling party. I know Crown was a a conflict of interest.
Yeah, yeah.
Enti no maka just say na bi ba ye district assembly say no ebi ba sa afrajan time no manti e na the corner candidate no or some reinstate no of the court. O say etwa ni nyina mu. And then my is a sort of preventing also use the same the cost. But it's not about the cost. So who share material cost na ni pebewu ye beto abana da gidigidi ye enti ase obi akoto mekwe ko o say me kwa na me say kwe na da so na mato abana me nso enya anu na mepe. Obi send and the votes nso akodi baby. Na ye beto abana ye keda kwa
Prince asema okay no say oye electoral commissioner enye so the adwinboni na eye juma in favor of Bawumia the MPP flag bearer na say nipa na free no immediately. How long does it take to call representatives to come for reballoting? Because most more halted the printing of the ballot papers. Fine. Until that process is on hold. Until quickly, no, the party representatives come and then reballoting. Because guess what? Omunim said if there should be a reballoting, now say Bawumia goes for number 1, and I say Onya number 1 in now. Omutubede dia mubi who say okay, wait there entimi this probability there is impossible. Oh, and in here, because administratively, no, you have to call for reballoting. Because Obakwe Frame, until at this point, the crown more disqualifying.
Reballoting is the easiest thing to do. Yakoto by Yenyam for Obianfo Nikoto printable swap. Add the intent what will Abucha you say? Yakoto by a mistake about your cost. Yen say we say you mistake you're training your name because you say ye to America bano. A bit the coco say Omamunya citizens abe Romney, you know. Ye call consulting in out. Yankasa only beto banner akabe few days tamaka a few days that cry yet to about the plano. Yes, sort of a out. Omo so Sika yes said the road draws on the ayo ballot in a walk printing a Chinese and
Nasa we cry Niska say you will cry ube sevusko because say print ube yuzu some milliliters or some liters of amount of ink at the printing 13 pictures are. This case uba be printed 12 pictures so there is cost saving there's savings on the cost. And we cry because we halted the process already. You see, if you go ahead to print 13 images instead of printing 12 images, near the year expensive. But Enama cannot say they know if there's going to be a reballoting now. If Bawumia automatically gets number 1, almost say that is their favorite now. It tells a lot. Oh, and anka we no, and I make us say the political illiteracy no ye or how because yes, anka number should not be an issue. Position on the ballot paper should not be an issue. Well, and why is it say ye stick it to a position on a ballot paper to abuse and as a to send ye cano to abuse power and as a to ignore administrative processes say the right thing is okay mumbra na yenye reballoting then we send it because nipa no was no krano it doesn't it beats the beauty of the process and oh dear maybe the good thing about it they say you are to aba na wie no don't call crabenya vote asking some candidates at certain polling stations my friend is sympathy vote.
So I say because I didn't pay no a kaya jun said the ekache because on okoya ekwedan ko ne mam koto ebikwana or no funny serious and our funny serious obako jensa so now you have to keep no identity so the yen the blank because enye omo adwen bone na say omo go ahead print that it said your education up to now your new official textbook Emma primary conform more class 1 equals class 8 and the most important part of education or money official textbook identity because omo desire sexual one na be shame gain is illustration and conform who na 10 na omo time found out they always go ahead before thinking so they always go ahead before thinking so at the end print here what is the cost essence of public printing no so much ma ebe the internet no keep no because at the end of
the transparency and the EC lacks transparency, integrity, and honesty in terms of or the running administration. Or more bias, and they are serving their appointing authority. Ekufuado any Baumia. It's nature a body so kutiawo. Once by be on the Fabian, I say a body no kutiawo. And they are not realizing that. No mind if you so and chum when you know na. Ewie no ombe nu omo ho. You need to serve the country, serve the people, country first. Why are you having interest in serving and pleasing individuals? Let's say Anko Ekufuado ne party na fandia. Let's do everything to cover up and shield them so that they will be happy. And see, yeah. I hope say you'd expect people to come out and question. But President Ekufuado or no Ethiopia, and he doesn't care. Like I said once, Foreign Affairs Ministry after Nick Turner as a foreign minister under Kufuor's government, Ejatomu, it is the only ministry that got on fire. And since then, I have always got this fear and the scare. Say Ekufuado be president, we na say OJ Tria anhwe Ijabeto ganim. And if you look at in Niema Ebobo Benin in Anna, Aizen also saw Odi Kerosene, Egu Jaswa, or Trampa matches, Atuna, Asujan, Adere. And the Yebesa amount for say, Omonkasa, Womona, almost me, whatever, no. The CSOs, the think tanks, and all that, no. They need to call the EC to work. Because I don't think, say, it's administratively right. Prince Medibesina obi atwaso. And that was it.
You that's a year option for and Motin Kana. Mr. Bodi Woho of Abed.
Aja
Bamasu.
I drink cassette.
Yeah, I promise to say.
I don't crack room.
Yeah, that's it. Now this is a coaching certificate in the Edouin.
And they say they are to buy you.
Oh, you have licenses a vino and a sino.
Being an army about my jay.
What jay educated? No, she's so called online, not a debate in the
what's it?
They all called online.
Oh, me judge the I check.
What's spending? I say, a antenna among condo coaching.
Oh, that be yes, sir. Drew baby ne free my yimu kakra. Na say me pursue another thing. And I'm no man be doso.
Na na say ye kobo double header. Di this is Osha says aja send your own certificate grana at least who coaching ho. Into Osha to say no. Do you see anything wrong if you that yeah call Angola? No said Ghana cannot afford to even lose a point or 2 games I cannot. And in said on the Ghana the only mass no calculations permutations that's a banker to banker for perm. If so Ghana we need matches na Sudan says Angola they are qualified. Na Sudan no na wodro sa kasa do na
Bombarded
as a coach. Yes.
You say na say Sudan lusukra na mo qualifier ade na mo koye.
Oh, said yes, on bitches kid in a tax base in Pesa Bia.
Sika no ye kwa sika da so na nkasa kra ye 4 million ye bebo ho ka be de oho. Oh, eti me de me hu ni say nyame na aboa
ebe boa ye
pa nyame na aboa ye
me share a year Africa standing there na yenka Africa there no Africa then say yen there Ghana with chance Comoros were 9 points Ghana were 9 points so nti yen there na Madagascar to tie to the then
work up no
make African you know and by World Cup no there
Africa dey here na okay
make once Africa your Africa Cup Nations matches to say abo any World Cup qualifications so say ye boko
and to World Cup qualification ye good place
nti we any bebo na you know nyame we fia da ye bebo World Cup you know
there be if you that ye
ye bebo Africa Cup of Nations no ye ni Angola if you da na ye ni Niger so about last match no Monday nti me hwe nti ye hwe Africa Cup of Nations na this is the end because your permutations see now this year no and I focus on the coach as from the coach point of view no would you say bibisa bana coach ni tactics na players in this one na say bia coach ni bi won so amwan na ni madwuma ni so
more no e wo ho a be the football ye be si bia no coaches na me blame more because yi kakra onim ne say okwa first ya nya hwe no ade no nyina no ekura wona the whole thing no e wo ho enti say obeto players so be feed players for feed so tactics so then you the moment a ball no be start here ye omobo no wo control sin obi a e wo team no so enti bi a me say kobo sa plan we na wo ko na wo take to send ya mekan na entem na say me you frame all the make no it is a moment that coach ni be ma ni pana ball 1 2 3 akone de na che say wo na wo ye bibia all the make no it is a coach is no wo hwe na enkrofo no ye o players ni be o mutimi gangetia wo e bia decision bia wo taking ti they say the day you decision ya o take it ani ye o say o camp no won nkrofo influence other coaches scrum ye from nyina wo ho on eti ube hu ne say o e bia we e bi kura kudusu yi ya wo kan kura na the day you na influence me frɛ no boys yo mo ho because the day you train mo che inti generation na wo mu na Asamoah nkrofo nkro mo me hu se bebre efi mu omo na mo ye lawyer to Asamoah kwasi apia take that decision no e ma omo so ye say ni omo be ganga tie bia the day you no omo so efi but the anti America say ye ne say
Group F no, Angola were 12, Sudan was 7, Ghana were 2, Niger were 1. Niger, Angola qualified between Sudan, Ghana and 5 points in the room. It's a couple matches more.
Yeah, film. Sudan, the anything. Sudan be lose 2 matches. Now,
lose against no, Angola. So, Angola himself qualify. Kakrana, Yakosha Omona.
Because head to head, Sudan, LED into some board draw crab. You know, when you're about 88. And 88 head to head, no be Tino. Nay, when near the 2 in our class, Anna, at ye, or more ye.
You cry, go for square your minus 3.
Head to head and Omoyi and did Ephraim. Into maybe once I see an a buy and players no say a no Ukrainian no crew, baby, I withdraw into a bema or more watching no opportunity.
Maybe when said the Lucas and we can qualify.
But Lucas and Okra no man freebie almost half for foreign, but so we are foreign crana are more different people opportunity. So, quote, Obekona, what you saw, Modia, maybe or from Okeke. Obey you should that no woman, but and ma sound for opportunity, and I just say because you see, I know when you find your be. It is a maybe a coach.
I didn't think about Ghana Premier League need me at least intimate pick at least by 5 players improve. Better than a league
they say, you say leg, and shed down leg because leg a boy leg. Na top striker, best defender, best midfielder, best goalkeeper. Omunyina abako. Wọ́n di ẹ̀tí omunyina be free team crew leg nim. Na omoko bi Burkina Faso bi ko Togo bi ko Niger. Eti ya leg ne de sisi ano enka ho. Ba we kura de say wa frɛ be 3 or 4. Enti me madwene say even though players no from Africa na ebi omo to say Egypt mo ne Morocco mo a players in South Africa for no o frɛ from beka Lucas ne foreign ones no mo nya bi mo no ebi ya from mo na why say team no na wo dia ko face sa too much see ubenya ebi at least ubenya be 3-4 bi afrim a wo so mo impress no say next match kra no o fedo omo a and potentially no ubetimi ayusu omo me madwen me hu say na history so ho 204 ni enko World Cup da 204 na African Cup yan qualify kura Tunisia the 206 ye ko World Cup ni ebenya solid team to omugu no say ifru oba na fe under 20 no mo do mu ram na under 20 omko di second by na mo pekibi na mo do mo ko sa Ebama wanya new team, but as a foreign, a dose to important no man be free. Intino, moi to me, no, moi, and now one, me who's a coach, or no more players in baby or problem because me name there, but to me, no, kind of far so, the day you money, we are Matemu group no Saki the day you particular at the time and the day you crowd for mu.
Coach or say one team no yam fro. The day you yam friend after when your team so yam friend no. The day you need Jordan pe any say be a year mulatto for no mudi age able. Omo ma Kenya double best certificate. What's the will be on would take something there no not do 40 years.
So that time crony team crown more friend man of a boy. Come on, drop the day you are a one say. That time no not while back form crossing players or moko board in yana. No forms so ocean statuses now or no forms no beer. But or drop by any coach in Ancasanso nay. But o drop no. Na oko Malia Boan is any Helino. But at the end of the day, Jigua, one ye besamble one ye be blemo. To me, Nidia, me who say, wake up, Nidia, and quite, ye. And ye wake up no African Cup, we and quay. Ebema Sicano, kakraka ema ba omi amonya de etimi de campaign because yes basis here ma ko krakra abai for campaign kra umbe da charge umbe sande abegu timamufo so to me no me woni say ye nyame kra na aboy ena ma ye free musa ayiwe na yes ensem bibiri even though omo bo atwama e be a new government because 2025 ne be cause African Cup of Nations no. But at the end of the day no Bombardier MY who ni say MY kra nyame na aboy ayi free na mete se na o wan hene eto chada kwambe di akone the vice president no to nyuma no odina wo se osikasem de o say ote o yese ni abona baso mo so financial e mo mpa say onkoye chiwempo financial because ye te doctor chese economic wizard ono de Harvard book ni nyina no asafoji na me bolo no west so wa wiegu ni yem ona why pasasi no eti se woti obi credentials na yi a ene degree no ne certificate ndi yeto kura sika obeto akọ Harvard sia akọ ye me de aso ama nti ya mume esusu se nipa no waye bribi practical te se jina na de na university data mana na okọ no na yenim sene na ne standard tie even though na enye bad de but o free ho no ba bia o de university ni ko wie ye ene credibility o de ma university value o de ma university no saa no ma no mo na e de ka na o de atu aye what me gina so de sipo ye hu se nipa no wa ye adwuma ni bida na ba bi so me te se no ka se ye beto aba ani adundum light nti no ya ono de on fire no but me grudge no ye ono na dwen mum se wa kire na dwen na opposition bia ni ho a obetima kodum light e ba sa na wo aban na wo so no wonse se wotena so se pamon kra se pamon se wo ka se reason ne se opposition no na ema dum so ba opposition no na ema insuo short ba o aban na wo so no se nipa na se ye chew kra bo aba na usika etua ma no mfaso bi anim una appoint ECG una appoint every director bia wo Ghana CEO sunyina kita port ni ho appoint me yatua nipa na ka besinde enti adenti no bi wo power na nipa nso onso lighter wote ho hwe no de tie ni se no kra no ne yenka data mo ba ya wo hu se aitse wo papa wu no wagya usika bebri o de tie ni ebu akonta na hu ayi ni sika na hu sika na wo ho no papa no sika wo ho bebri na odi sunyane Antonio mu ene ne sombe ni yomoguno ne managun because mba yo mu sika no ono an so mu di ne rough bekuma praku ya wi ne nkrofo yi hu sika wo no mu di no ma anya ni ya at the end of the day no ombekwa bankrupt bi na ba umia beye oba yo hu se mahama mu start ya build the economy na ekosoro NDC for IMF ntina no ma epaja indicators ni nyina kire se ne Ghana economy ekosoro no oba ya na ne so sika nim frane de bi high play ne nam say at the end of the day no covid sika ne we nyina ba no mu se sika no ba ebeba da na mu di nyina enti sa ni pa wi abaka se o ebi ne MPP for ebesi ndo mo da so de to covid ho no sika ne ba na no an so mu di ompa ye no mu se power ya fa mary ya fa we power no aba more no omo adwen say ene just say we dey enkosu mu da power hia eda enye ida omo wira fi say me no bosomfo kwa abramo yesu ye ka ho ye tebia ewo ade achi bosom miensa bi betima wo on the tino ema the more population increase na communities ni increase no na ye pa adwuma wo so ba so ba one district one factory ye biebie adwuma ye toto machines akase fra buchiri ba no sika hand no ma ye twen begum no ye be consume more power o ma adwen amaso sa se mpo no ba wo no foforo aduane a obeti ama na bi atrema the moment the more wo nyini ko no na o de kosoro bedu ba bi no disre baba ho o ma adwen amaso sa oh eno an se ye papa si dan ma nti ye nsi biem na o mote ho enna abeto ye nde saa de no na aban aba twam ko nyina ye ya mo ye ne ha kwa me nkroma na de ekoso mbo aba nti tebia no o mo hwe akofo tam afi o kosa nkrofo se enko bompa na nsuo nto adwene na amase wo yensi ye buidam ye nya ne tentem ne enko temo hu se mpa bon nyi na okose buyase satam so no amana to ye wi ti mama ba e no betuto emergency power plants a mo build trouble gases no mo hu se eyiwo no mo be abontie mahama ma ye power na dodo na adwene ye adwuma power nso ye betiam se wa ma ye power e boro so etie ne yusu ne saa o ma anya o ma adwo so mbe ye bi afuo no mu duba ye na na ye su tuba nche na watu no atwa bi di ahye ho nanka bo foforo but wono otuko obofo onim se obawie abo ne ti nko huhu ye no mu tuko enti na de ya be si nei mismanagement ajapa ye de mo America be boa ne ya hye ye sapo mu nanka ye light ne akosoro no omuji sika na no mkodi enti sika bia ne wo mu de be invest na so mu de be ade light abmana yenya mo ena de sa no mo nye sa ban no ye beto aban ne yedundum no almost 4 years na mahama ye say no onye no artificial or solve problem no still near the sumu or solve wie ye fru ho ba nim no ye nya light be see sa first 4 years na do mobile any experience sa no ma no 2020 na sa de but e fru ho ba no afina 4 years so dey 4 years nipa ba can population no your communities dan ye be see machines e beto abakro nim oh enti no from hoba no population increase ye de normal ba mu no even though maintenance kromonye na de sa no ma we aba enti nya ban a ye ba beto na obi beko akwa kudum light na so be aban ne de taking charge we bibia also enti bomba de me say me kakra me kanono bomba de also
say about Ekwadonko in ballot na wo kakra ka o
Ekwadonko ballot no to me no ekwan ba bi so no me ni yisi ya adwen ekwan ba bi so no enkrofo mo ka senkese e ma ne running mate no a contest no me no mo so ya adwen because omo argument ba bi am no mo ya adwen say e no ma ya adwen de ultimate nka se gina so dia qualify a disqualify no to me no waje no ma na wi but e bia yisi no so hu ne se o Akwadonko mum e na nkrofo hwe so a omode endoso ma no enti se Akwadonko no kwa wo kope nkrofo na omo endoso ma na eno so ombetimi akansa but basa time limit ne so emso mu nyina no bi ka se urani mate kura no de ne ko na se ye pe se 20 years no nuru ya yenye nti ye o mu nyina de o ti mene de me particular no se ka se mun san ko pen perform mo endorse mun san ko rounds ne sai no mun san ya mu se how because o mu nyina na ye bo mu e bi o mo so wo reason bi se janu mu farasa be duru ba bi no ɛno nyɛ mmara asɛm na meke ebi ɔmo adwen ɔmo obi amanfoɔ bɛkunkum amanfoɔ koraa baa bɛyɛ sɛnea MP foɔ yere mo poison ɔmo kurom bɔ paa ma ɔmo kunkum ɔmo bɛdi MP nti no ɛnea yɛnhwɛ ne yɛnyɛ no straight kakra sɛ at least ɛnea bi ɔwɔ power koraa na but ɛsi enya mmara bi to ho kakra te sɛ president deɛ no wo sɛ presidency no sɛ nipa no di na less than 2 years a yɛnto aba na vice naba more than 2 years a wɔbɛto aba na nka yɛmfa cut off point bi mmra sɛ nipa no gyina na ebi asiesie yi a because nte saa ɛha adwene ba sɛneɛ na obi nso ka sɛ nka yɛmba lɔto no foforɔ no mene nipa no ɔno nso case even though proactively no say nka at least yɛbɛ den cry ye cost no yɛbɛ minimize cost no nka ɛho hia because ma print awia but at the end of the day no sika no omo de print o man fan print o budget omo de ba beto ho no uhu abedwane nti no ni nyina no say afina saa no ma we sisi saa no ma we sisi but ballot no ya print awio na say yeto na kwada onkonya bi sin nipa no bebra anya problem say mo na owu ye na mo say ye mo na ba so nti say owu na say isi de bo na ba so menyi ni say ebone mo nkrofo ya mo say maka say owu anya hwe
nti nipa ko owu no you know ye ne she ballot no so na yakoto abama no
say mo de bo na ba so say ne at least
they say abaso ye bo na ba so abrabo wabo ye bo abaso say wo de ko ade a kasakasa ne basabasa ebeba
kasakasa de say mfama ada say to say many obosonfo ya adwen untimi nje akuadon ko from just like that say mayi no ntim number no yenye ne just like that say mu yi na from owu na ne vice no mo mprema ne mfa ne picture me boso na mu yi na from say e ballot ne fofo and even though bi so bakra baka say ne vice no kura so begina ho a ene yenye ballot ne fofo because nyo ne vice no na koyi ebi akuadon ko na ne ko represent na say yasesa obia ne niti enti ewo dynamics bebre nipa no bebre ba me akuadonko wowu na yeyi na film no kra no ne nkrofo yi a ombekwa kwa agent support MPP for asensan amon so mo so sisi yeyi o mo film mo ni ano wo bi ko akuadonko ni onimo ni ya mana kosan enti so far no me paya me boni say isi for agenda no mo person mo ya tu abane free on the 7th no so because of normal way because almost say omo nkrofo aka kire omo say ne afenyo market ka say omo kotena minority side ho a e won sunsan so spiritual into omo nkotena no into omo nkrofo aka kire omo so omo try so omo ko mbeyi abane free on the 7th omo anye free ho no na ukotena ho na say NDC for so awi ataso say mo first sitting na there mo bekwa akotena minority because Supreme Court
obi akra now no ene obi ka say say Bagbin implement and enforce you know Supreme Court no ene so na the last sitting of the say because a manager no 1 month to you know say MPs for no call campaign and this ene the last one enti obi say so why implement it to 10 years and how do you implement a bright sitting be anywhere
na dia na lawyers ni bebre so e ka say even though you know omoka say onko na onyintum no so okoho kra na sitting no na mbetena na sitting na ba bia kire abo na ho na eja no se ne motena ase first e ma ne ka say sankofo e yi omofrim no mo kwa akotena ase as minority no aka say o because of Supreme Court bi aba say nti enne me rule no ma more over 10
majority
good nti mo sa be but on trans ya ontimi nkan say ye nyina bonte ye announcement no it is still no afanyo markets ada so boko akotena minority ho so be den yo say NDC for no insist ya still obetra minority answer or receive o really no and omo implement no wade na mo sa sama na lawyer ne kan me call law school ba timu se nyansa wo papa
ɛna me say ene kra no MPBA ni wo akra obi e koye the campaign because o mu
obi
say
akọ
identity want to be call it parliament
almost parliament no mo emergency ayi bi a eno nso say emergency na speaker na be hu say emergency no afre na say ono onye ntum say emergency obeda afre
me see after ene no mutimi nko parliament ene no say obi anko obi eni ho obi eni ho last time kwa ka say ye rule ni question omo parliament enye na kenye pon o nko remu so hu omo afanyima kan na efre yo o use article say obetima ye after 10 days no so recall it omo recall ya omo nra ho awe ndi ni ye pesi na
iso abanti no
Alex abanti no ma me hwe say ejan ketia Mr. Binewa.
Yeah. Mama so. I don't catch you.
Na come.
Na go da una bomba de. Na obi o ha nka o ma ne koya me ya de kakra ntido.
Okay.
Me bia me call for.
You me that's it. And to say you know Akaye just about be 25 days ne kocho about Ghana. This America year to the November 5th. America Ghana year December 17th, almost barely a month naka. This is MPs for no omuko ye omo ade. Nti wa wonye hu MP no wenye prophecy de ya enche bi obehu no wate. Nti 3 years and 11 months no. Well, okay, my Paka is a Paka. Oh, okay, Paka here. And she 3 years and 11 months. No, when we MPA, Omunina Tiakra. Ubeka say 2020, the last time I won MP, Meboa. The last time I won MP, no, 3 years, 11 months ago. And you say I say almost one World Cup. And say Evan said 2020. Say Bianca last born cry or last born we did 3 years, almost or cover 4 years. 4 years. Pepe. And she said what the say enya and one why you be we obano say we channel for cry say odi I join my memo name or hint a yuchi abeti Dumas African Dumas no. And I say Amase Mutu no, sisi de abofran to be when you 4 years. Upper crowd to me ye free one year no na koto form. Pepe sanity and happen 7 MP wale and Chibia 7 MP sisi MP Pony Boha or my customized TV if China eba. And the I why an intem T-shirt and so obu Ghana ade hiana enye bibia enye hospital be enye kwan ya be yi akoni krum say oti ampa house ampento enye ne hia no enye hospital a obekọ na wenye bibia de hia na ye t-shirt enti ye besere mo a mokope bibia di ama Ghana no misra mo mo t-shirt no endorse ye ngofo bo ho a mo de hia mo aye t-shirt one for t-shirt na nkwa odi hospital ko so kra no enwu hia no ti amoma t-shirt no endorse after t-shirt nso no na mabɔ modern key soap MPs key soap no so no ehia kofo 3.5 years e bi nsi o mata de da cause enya de a omo twen se MP no omo mpo bia de omo MP de ti ya na mama key soap no so adoso se woni key soap so MPs botimi di BF on sa semna kese no square no unya ba ko a betima use for another 4 years eno so free wa dark bar soap eno so ehia omo papa dark bar soap Munina mofanko. Se mpi wuni sade we nso a misramo ay mofa gari ne ndoso gari nso doso obi ho a gari odi anopa ewia ne nwumre student companion no gari nso yo mu ahodo yo ho de ni eni fita ebi nso ye yellow omo de ngu kakra fa no nti eja mo ti ankra mo di edwane papa no balance diet no odi eye omo meto aba mo nso omo do hia gari na omo timi di am omo funhye na omo dadwo nyina na esuntwa ɛno nso firi wɔn so a ɔmbɛsrɛ mu a sɛ mobɛnya ɛyɛ vortica nso bɛɛ 4 years wɔn nom nsuo a ɛwɔ bottle mu nso sɛ nsuo no nyinaa sɛe nti MPs ɛbɛsrɛ mu sɛdeɛ mo ne mu a mo nyansa mu no mo ndwene sɛ nsuo ho hia no yɛsrɛ mo bottle water na mo nom no yɛsrɛ mo fa cartons no nkɔ vortic ne dasani no na mo ma constituency for no mo sɛ de nsuo a ɛwɔ bottle mu no ɛsitie because nsuo a ɛtrɛ ne nyinaa no madaroma matuma bo ama yasɛ no a monka ho hwe as lawmakers ɛno nso firi nso a ɛnkyene yɛ wɔn ahodoɔ MPs ɛnkyene yɛ wɔn ahodoɔ yɛ wɔ baako yɛ fɛn iodidated salt ebi yɛ ne anapona no iodidated salt no identity yɛ fɛn iodidated salt ɛwɔ ade bi yɛ fɛn no iodine ɛno no na tumi boa na ɛnkyene no sɛ wodi ne raw saa na wobɛtumi anya compo ana goita sɛ iodine ne dose wɔ system na ɛbɛtumi ama wɔmene mu na asɛ de yɛhu balloon saa balloon kɛseɛ na nkɔfo di ɔmo di Christmas no ɔmo sɛ mkɔtɔ trial lock no nti na MPs mo mfa nkyene bia kɛkɛ nkɔ yɛsrɛ mo cause hospital na mu no mo mboa me nsidi nti ɛnya afi na ɛyɛ abatofoɔ no ɔmo fo nso nti no kɔma mo nya goita compo yɛsrɛ mo montɔ iodidated salt na mo gyekyɛ man nkɔfo na ɔmo so nya kakra nso de atwi ɔmo meko ne nya ade ɔmo betwi no apɔtɔ yi ɔmo ebiom nso so ɛmo nso so ɛho hia paa nti momo mmɔden ansɛ mo betumi de ɛmo akɔ ɛsɛ yɛdi made in Ghana rice yɛsrɛ mo yɛmpɛ yɛ jasmine rice a ɛfiri Thailand ne China ne India Bangladesh ne America no yɛsrɛ mo sɛ yɛayɛ mo billionaires ewie ɛmo no yɛdwa bi wɔ srem yɛgyi ɛbɛ nyinaa all the regions ɛbia apart from coastal na bi ndua mo bere nyame adoma emo no yedwa no other regions no nti MP sɛ mkɔkyɛ mo a mesrɛ mo de sɛ madidi foreign goods na de sikani nyina kɔma foreign countries na esrɛ mo yɛma sidi ne yɛpɛ sɛ sidi ne struggle yendi local goods no nti emo no so no this o motwa mo ne bebre kama yɛbɛsrɛ mo mota ka sɛ emo no ne board say ye must subsidy dia China for America the mama farmers subsidy to make matter below production cost because aban betwa mo fa aban twa bibia mo bia nti yesre say mo kona so local rice ne board dia mo de mo fa ne say food tax wo de wadwum say wo de boa de kakra wo de bonus wo de ma farmers no cause ma bre fertilizer ne other inputs no na motuminto local rice be na mo nkotum kochema consistency say moto be at least be 20,000 bags kra na me just obi abebo 275 MPs no obi to at least 20,000 bags because me constituency no mo doso na mo tumu che kakra beka no ye be ko chire nso enti emo nso ehu hia papa ena enwo oil ye besre obi wa de opa ye anwamo yesre ondo jenyin de obi dada jeni no ena beef nso ko edweso a obetima ko de beef kakra dia adia afem na sisa wa yesa de wanya enam no yesre enwo no so mode ba yesre enwo no ye wo ma ho do ka mo benya ka mo mpe bibi se olive oil no ana se bia sunflower na canola oil no mam koto vegetable oil bia na nkofo cholesterol nkosoro ye besere mo cause minisem MPs mu fie no enya de modi sa oil no modi papa canola sunflower ne ye olive oil no na mutum to we ya we wunye bi 4 years na if an say constituency no omo loan omo de ma omo no na kakra no interest na ode ma nti so cause wan to abama wa anya de obayi nti besere mama enwo no so monto enwo papa ade no woye ni ye said the downward insurance organ or if it must be done well enti men ko fa enwo bia cause hospitals no kra no e bed nso meko enti na de aka nyina na obi onso a smartphones so no muntu no je unse Ghana for ye nkofo bia unhye da hu business so so obi anso two phones eni yetwa eye chip no so bebre gu so enti besere sisi bia oba Amazon ni ibela obetima order phones bebre phones bebre no so se no man ko yin so metumi di afro me se na man de nya de obefa de nenso de enya hwe ohun phone no because MP ele de eye ma so se de mo anka so my imagine so betwa eye electric zone so beje se de hu by elections nti mu hie ska I would kwaje bese ne wo commercial banks at the end of the day no ye be free bibi non performing loans edu be a commercial banks and the Bank of Ghana ka se nkofo beji loan omo dodo ombeji loan nyina ye mpenifo na ogoji billions and billions no na afde omo nkotwi a Bank of Ghana so ogi tum obetwe sika de replace nti no nkoje loans no na motimchi chairman for no na eja asem ni say de amobeye sisika so eya de nyina yi na kakra ɛwɔ hɔ no nti manwura mfi sika ɛmo anwa no makyɛw deɛ so sɔtɔ ɛmo no so local rice no ɛnyɛ to jimi ɛte sɛ yɛni yɛwɔ ne nyinaa bi long grain ne nyinaa yɛdwe bɔ Ghana sɛ wonim na meka kyerɛ nti menkɔɛ sɛ ne yɛni long grain deɛ jasmine now de no ana yɛbi sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛdwe bi jasmine yɛ just a name long grain ne rice ne yɛka ho sɛ yɛdwe ne nyinaa bi wɔ Ghana ɛhia me paa montɔ local manufactured and produce rice no na yɛntimi ɛnkɔ yɛnim mehu sɛ ɛyɛ bra penny ɛyɛ new father Melchizedek waba menhwɛ sɛ bia otuma fa na sɛ sila no ɔyɛ baby sitting na kwabena wo
akra mi o na te me nka de
yɛto nka paa ɛmu da hɔ
sɛ ayi fo no kra Muslim fo no kra so frefi Ghana nti no ma ya de na o se de ne de jade se kra don ko yire na ye den
ɛnɛ yɛ question and na yɛ kɛse isi kɛse sɛ ɛyi sɛ the vice ɛyi da mu yi no sɛ ekwadon ko ne mran sɛ ɔmuma 10 days time no sɛ the party yi replacement say replacement so call a Roman father no so mo ko iPad na mo say mo take decision na yi say decide say obekipi ekwadon ko di no nze na ko say obi owu na ye nti is there any other way a yebetimi aye no nka ye de bia nka ye printing de nka e bia yebetimi ebi say ye block ye na say ye cover you know and I say ya print kwa na because say we here nti nye sika bia o de emphasize asay na ye nsa computer for say actually baby obi mpa you know about to nyina nkokọ say bia ono no pese onim say kwede nkokọ wo na say ya na nti ka hono ene ona obi ebi nso aka ho say na ebi nso aka general yi say na ye question answers in mama ne obobo a opese obon ba say bia obeka hono no wa kire bia nka ways a ye mfa nye no na nkoba say de owo no benya more votes say bia obi a wote ase ya ni ballot no
akra mi se o se owo abrochi ana so o ba bia ena hu se de bia obi odi ni sika aye bibi no ye ma value no aye the same so hum o se ikrom Ghana na kwa don no in the mind no oma writing off and oma brushing off akwa se we di ni so oni o ka ho keke bibi eni we betimi esti ana changes bi ama de sana yadwin in our mindset no sana yadwin ti na say we kwa don de nka ho ti no abato na bi e koto no ye de yadwin mu ni say ye NDC ni MPP for na enya omukumi na omukwa akoko ba bi na nte sa ebi ana you never know say bi ana Ghana for kura change of mind say owo ahina kasa onim ni president the vice presidential candidate here na wo bo anu so ebi ana Ghana for imagine say ono ba akoto ama no ba ye no enya I know people was akasa na institution na say an institution na say institution ya show the mindset of the Ghanaian and the mindset of a black man and it is but broni cry betimi akasa o bi a chada cry underdog bibia betimi asi base of a bia youth ni eniema na bia dynamics no you never know but in their minds no Oma robu obia is off the table. Etina etesa no ndi no akuadonko di bia ba we disqualify akuadonko a enye yi ejuri de ordina bebia no yemfa ne sa ena yenso ebibifo no owuo eyade a ohun Bible kura ka chese owuo eyemfaso ma Kristoni so Kristoni bi esuru wu asofo abaza wala afo yi omso omo kira man for heaven kwan wo pa ko ka kira omso ochina heaven abi na wo mese nkona eze owu ansa na wako ne ka se ombeti ase se ombeko heaven na ampa obi abe reject everybody will reject it ene na ma broni o start adwuma no age life insurance any ade because say owu betimi atunu kwan bebia enti owu a enya afa ne yekosu atwa agyaadwo aye niema ne ade sika kura befie yedi bi kosi no a ne aka no yedi awasa yesrem ba ye hono de ye budget ye bibia owuo is out of bounds ye ukokakra say obi betimi ewu kura efo anu ka sem papa it's part of life for anu ka sem papa papa ka so owu nya sem papa obi timi wu na abusua yeye obi timi wu ba akope na achange abusua shebre obi timi wu na abusua shebre asai It is part of life. But yeah, no, you're busy at the back. Send him away, get okay. Say, Ubevaze Bia, and Yama Baze, Yadi Niamek to a Quams, okay. So Abaze, vice president, president, vice president, no one has any power on the number 4 in your one number 5 a FIFA or line, or there. Why near the echo? Yet Nina count because if it's not possible. As a bit yes. COVID by give me a kunipa phone in one time. COVID. Bet me a wipe post and go phone in your nephew. What's the provision?
4 years. Umu 4 years. That's omunye simulation. Who say BBC say no. I didn't see you we bit my call.
Yeah, man, make up. Yeah, for woo and yeah, emfa yeah you. But who no a part of us. Anything can happen. Hey, who want things? Say oh we, you want things. Ya kasa ya honde nini ya yare bia ni anim ya projection for next year ubetimi akọ within ochina e say o bia we bia factors any many nyina wa de ba no o ka pe ka say for ano ka sempa me sofo kura o so pe heaven akọ kura no o ka che ne say sofo mi so mi hu a nyankopọ pe so from aba heaven a on ti ase ko mbe so bewu heaven no so no visa de be kon eyu say the be any be this any many nyina chichim any has the moment I can start adwuma first na say o ka say national ifoi national service foi yes o mo ye ni me nti o mo mfa yenye insurance ma wo o mo say da o mo insurance bia that's it o mo say o mo insurance Bible say bibia kwana akoto om ni e fra ban mra enso ka ko ye bibi koto wo pe no insurance company na dele ni no bia kwana baby ene hwe Ghana kro wu etetare aba so de bia ye twitwiri di kasa o insurance fund ko betimi aboa ma owuo sem no kra aba fom because a road accident on pese di pa benya accident de bia bewu ama de to the measures kra ba ka say mumwa na police for mwa na road accident no kra so mra fom say be ya insurance company de bi omuntu owuo premium man crofo eden tin abrochire na o de car kopemu a na insurance ko soro we be insurance that antina asemato na me ko ya me se metua mo or the discipline show was say why you say the betu ndino wa we ya o de adwen beto ba friends ye no ye ti platform say enya kwanya na ye kapa na afeni enya hu nyansa na ye di atem nyina no o ka tere so onye ma posu ade bi a awo na me fe say ankrofo bi di hu atem ba isa say wo mo di da bi it's okay bibia friends ana ha adwen so hu the way I adwen no ukwa kapa o magazo kwa na ha adwen eni adan wan kan sei na be kan sei enye bi obi na be kire obi dia onka hu so wunya akwanya ni office ye no kam ye mfa nkoye nim papa yo mo disqualified bi a e woni kwa mu pass e obi e disqualified because e bi a o meet criteria ni niema ni ade o ba ye fa ne tra ye fe se kwa don ko de o enya ade obe wi ni die nyini se e betimi ato obi a ebetimi ato be bia mfa se yeyi na poi na bia bibia kosi afi na akwa hwe na poni mum se oh sa na pokra no qualify se ebia na MPP for there om democratic ndino bi om beti ase na ekoye Afghanistan foi na go kachi om se asemu we atu ndom qualify a o fe se asumye beba na ese ye compromise e maneko ese ye compromise ye niema o we abato ye koto na se akwa Trump ne ba se om nyina din wo ballot nusu omu nyina din wo so Kamara ne nipa omu nyina din wo so that means ya virtue obi ehun so obi ya qualified to be there ti abato ne ekotu nipa mi no so aba ya anto ba akọ ti se BBC na Trump eje mu a oluma take papa na take over ye ko enim ba ye no yetimi brush nipa off e kan se ma kwadon kwa de se nya de obi wini wana ka kire o wana ka kire se possibility ma take ebetimi akọ election e kwadon kwa nanka ebe wini abato no ba ye no ye mind no ya right no of we de se onye obi a we de se ontimi nya sa de we bibi ni adwen bozo udu obroni kroma onim so obi ayi potential to be somebody onim so be everybody can na say udu ye bo kokre ye ko 50 sometimes ye doctor can be a doctor because there's a possibility near my if I want to be I can be eti en roti ni pa off any there's a Ghana there what you macra say or Ghana, then what you make so quick because your life is over. That's the mindset, no. Mindset, no. Oko kapea. Bonze Bloomberg number so no mudi watem. But that's not how it's supposed to be. Hey, I drink with Mammy Koi. Any idea, friend is saying, Mammy, a gradonko, echo. No more the ababishim and a ballot. Make what to about we know, and about your to America. Make a man go no ma Trump that. How to do number. I say Ghana Akufo-Addo so educated Ghanaians. Oko na so koto aba ma candidate. Oko you can read say me candidate no nie. Enipa na abekọ Trump kwara Trump picture national akade Trump picture ni din na Trump ni na omudin na. Ye dey say number so abeye another subject. And na can reference your number ni be say and we be akoto na number. I don't if I ho ben. That's we say man say you were treat too much. 10 people na me koto ma bana me call ballot na say ba omia na me call ya cho ba omia dey go a. Say me vote ma ba omia na me call baby. Say the opposite about ma kwa na afi na number obi da ni say na man so ti be issue. Number. Ti say me call akoto abamba obi a me call number no be change margin say number ni nti na say me to abakwa. Aye ko number ho. Because ko yi ekwa don ko fi ma number ni be change ama we yakọ ha say ama number na crazy. Look at this. Prince. Prince numbers of me be no. About to do aka this aka be 3 weeks anamboa. Ana 2.
Be 3 weeks.
Aka 3 weeks pe. Na me dem na me ni obi ka sisi atama before I mention by na me ni obi ka so Ghana. Be say ade ba akopa me pa na say akoto aba na wie. Na asumdwie wo Ghana say de ye to ya ba wie o hai. Asumdwie din obi amfa banko bo obi trim. Ni ye be konna de bia say ye giye hunni. Na nipa ye obviously as a Christopher 70% Christians. Na yenye hu ni woni mebia hu dia. Na ne ma akwanya ba heaven hono ma. Wane ma akwanya obi a wonyi hu di ne ukwa heaven akwa de. Prince ko to aba mi ko to ma bai. Emre wanko ani go. Abrantie ba akukura anim. Emre wanko a. Ye jeji mi nyebisa. No bi timi ka che otu aba ni wi afa ko nyesi ho, nyese o mewiem. Oh my goodness. Say ana me ya. Sa ba ye koto aba ye nim say aba ye kwa koto yi. Ebi enipa dudu say na ayi so wo sa constituency we. Ghana nkwa akra na ma kwanya. Ema party bi o ye wo yi bi ade ne representative ebe tena honom. E wo process ye koso nyina no ebe hwe say de mani nyina. Ye wie say de mani nyina ye ye wi aye. Me amen tia Prince. Say kwa ye fa so di wi na me nim de. Ye koto aba ya wakoya verify o. Ya ma ballot paper dey akoye o dey akotum ye wi atotal ne ma dey ni abalance o enipa say na beto aba no ampa ye kan say na egum enwemu o wi mu na ne ne ye ka ha for dey kwa na abaga so bi betimi awiem because how dey be a computer abaga so bi manipulating computer you know wo the Trump dey ni chemu a na ekọ ha say another dey but we are Trump print ye ma so 1 2 aye kai ebi a police station wo kwa say that no so bi oba bi kra ya be a enipa be 100 bi na beto aba eni aka we nya 10 we nya 90 bi we nya 90 we nya 10 say ni man kitinkiti we zo no e se atwe say dey aba be bu obi trimu ani please amen tiasi o abato keke abato keke na ye koto no na oh there be Prince
you can do better abato ya to abache ya this is as a Libras for this was a omukura bra this is a gloom and doom na Trump deporting na we deporting na
oh and I said omke kan keke
nim say
no
special deportation
no president Trump na bana ya to no deportation tin na to abama no Trump aba bet what you say kai no enkwada na ye enkwada na ya won no ebra na ehia no enye wo deportation asem ni hia no enkwada na ede niema tutu se wo akwada wa wo no ebi a 3-4 year old na o kira akwada ne ono nye ta akwada ne timi aka me pese me yo ba pese me ede ni hia Trump wo de Yakobon na asoma ne so mo na o metenetene niema nsi hu ekoso wo wiase any especially kruma no
wiase adwobro ase de
na we de America tem di everywhere is quiet.
OBS as this way be wiase nya onya be president kra na you know ne hu soso no
na le be say ne na wiase ko no na e be hwa me wiase akọ sa ye hwa me wiase no nsai We are saying Yakupon the Abba, we are saying my money, and train we are saying. President, me know that why you, me my dim everywhere is.
We're gonna catch me say how cry in blue no. Me see I say baby I to D just I say deportation.
New sheriff is in town. New sheriff about town. Now you say I know you quite you Oma no more treat me Trump near the Omania Junum. What's about say overtime taxes no.
I didn't mean send me catching goes and no renew. No won't try tax on overtime, won't try tax on tape. And a social security now work pension, won't try tax I will send me pay we transgender.
What I say? Oba never means happen or there or kai kekeno. Was it or the Japan? Say that's why we vote. Who vote for change? Who vote for near maybe a bit me idea. What way I do? Obi Okra. That you remember never be blown overtime. Okay, you know
what 200 and was over metric.
What way you know what is getting pepe. Government affairs in our office. The government
over 200 or the Omo pass 220. Me con what obi no bit in a fee.
I said, only a calculation. Now I can take $300 home. I can take this and some I say to a band. Also Trump enye. Onye so why then onye. What if they be ordering the interest of Americans? What's it be and now he is racist. And why? Ain't for no racist. Not as a point of my
Democrat for your thing because of racism. Democrat for Ku Klux Klan, Democrat for the tea. And before
Kwame ba no can say Kwame oh yeah tikruma niema koso house omo racist. Republican for any baby
this 2 years be Republican. And man and kwamo no mo de mo yase omo work for no na. Yase omo give
me Republican for be omunya hu say me Republican ni ade omo obi say you sure be say Trump che omo mako for me say no ba ko amene ne wo adwuma mu a Trump nipa omu wie ne yire yesom o wivu ade o you be cry am me ba no say be peping. Look at how these people are oba no the Republican for say omu petu tum for say and omu say who told you that
Manika deportation was status in jail or more say more illegal as a Muslim Trump crumple regime crown a yamamo Obama be a president deporter in chief deporter Obama deporting the person more than any other president in this America. Obama turned the first term or deported 2.9 million people just in first term. Second term, no, 1.9 and Ukabuma 4.8 million Obama deported. And no friend about Biden here was we were deported 4.1 million people. 1 year second. Trump buy and 4 years in your own deported 1.5 million. Next one with the MSNBC, NBC, ABC in the council deported.
I'm frame Daniel frame KB. Amala na Obama deport mu na mtiko finya abotre. Nyame beye. Ana me oba bi pen ho asem esan say edinga na din papa amachuro nti. Oba bi bo dey frame say Mel, I want a Ghanaian too. And I'm no problem, I got somebody for you. And I'm the Obama man Daniel or then the Kowari on na utu. I never Daniel citizen Kufia or name the baby no. What I say? Obama deport Kufi citizen. What I say? And then me uncle the Koi. So to one number now when nobody for to know and then we are saying one cast as some natural. And say time we cry now proper time and now corners all do any people ni be cry na you don't want to give no sampa. What fight a good fight. And the president ever go on say wo we say be a crown say dey mo atem ni no wo ye ni be enye and as dey bi okwa na e be pusu say bi ayi no wona bi esi change aba ti ye bi na fa ko wanim na de what fa ko a what wa de so
ni omo a wuni krata o obesunso no hu no on na mema
obesunso no hu
bibi she akoye latino ye che New York wo ye illegal samos ka no de aba ayi so ayi Instagram ne sa na mazo zo ye maniska wo ye be deport o obi wo ho a oni krata ye nko so no mu nyere hwe
obi ani oni ate bia aka obi ani oni ate bia ka o to ba bi te wadwuma na akọ to nim se sa ase mu abai uni license a o de driver a no apa Uber na de kọ tonson ho adwuma na me akọ bi adwuma ba bi Astoban why adwuma 25 years oni people but adwuma na atenam za 25 omo kọ another agency no ma omo de ne kọ say oh agency we de ne kọ adwuma jere ko no because omo timi fan direct because oni people watching baby na Astoban eye ne niam din na okọ na di ba oni obi ani asem
Oh, if you don't care about Connecticut, wafan I can say is a carpool in the bay of bus with him. Who could play a baby or crat as him?
What I say, who could play baby ID? And now what one say, who crowd need a year airport yam foul. See, over near maybe one bit me idea so one could say beer near my bit me a change. Now we are near maybe so change, you know. Maybe I for the right to say beer. People name here beer. We are Ghana. And can't tell me say, we you want Ghana. And you do about Ghana. Meanwhile, two persons at that room. Why we are when you better know. Now,
we in the music Ghana phobia in Yachum was Anna. At the Omontias and many be so you so was a bomb say Minitima and to over say the Ghana folk. Tiedino or illegal. I did in the Nigeria phone in the journey when one for big boy you see over the Yemplin. Who Ghana the opposite Yempam Nigeria for Uber Abuche dear I was a debby. Won't illegal.
There's a was a man American, Mr. Trump Abbey. Now you're Ghana and any paper. Who's a boy? Will be to me any paper, but now so much me journal. If you has a crab, bet me a driver. Any idea be I never been. What did I saw? Now, on Yana just say will be cries all year. Wait, I say wait to me pursue. Now you want me to say me. What many changes in the comment? Trump will whip. Maybe I say Trump will be a Bonnie when it means as home. I
didn't immigration on kind obi but no on kind o see illegal no support illegal immigration and any the obia or maybe a support
o say men ko fa nwura mu na ma me di mo ne se de be hwehwe wa ye hu o ya say bra ne ma ID anya bula mu nsu bra ne fa right channel ne enti ma ID se de be ya wudi bone a yetimi atrese bone na wadi ni dia be di ni a
we illegal oba Arizona wa be repeat citizen ni
o ya say now Trump here na nani aje
who say won't hear say your pomo was won't hear say ade ya deport such a person who are unique was a be repeat or man ba
but you go for no there friends o mo ka do mini project o mo o ti mi deport o mo na o ti no be san ba de o mo mo fa plane o be ti mi anante aba ndi o mo ka there I know mo say the new house ah I say ba no be a Ghana for a mo pe say be a you want Trump afa friends you need Trump afa say o me deport Ghana ni and I need Trump afa say ma Ghana ni ma America the one say America cross mo dwo no a ewi ase for cross mo badwo God no dey hwe wi ase so and aso mo dwo no a o be dey na waso madwo ewi ekura yi udi jamba mpromufo a o mo ntimi hwe wi ase so ni America ya enji no abuchafo we bia wo face Trump aba wani nye ho no Trump nyi ni pa monesa
yo
baba yo oni akra se yimi na na bade a hwe ne family na ze ne mo be ya so ne
ye mpo an be
you ma me nyana se nkudim dia benji no problem ye de Trump ani be tane chi ne de mpa yi ama no se America so mbadwo no America so mdwo na mpa plumfo aso mbadwo no Ghana fo aso mbadwo obia aso mbadwo no e akra me da so
yo ye be kasa yo eye Kwabna na Martin Caffrey na all the way in North Carolina near Bonkomo. Alex, what about Bamaso?
Bombade.
Yo Chango when I yen twice way.
Okay. Wait a minute, I said na my busy kakrati antimino wankasa.
I mean yo.
Oh, wait there. And I Kwabra wankasa ye. Me tell me I'm here ayo. Me Trump nipo me pe Trump asem se Trump ye obi a nipa o pe ye no pe niema ye kano pimpim bia no pe nasem nipa o pe nokre nipa o pe se onye hypocrite bia pe Trump asem because ono no o ye shit who a obeka achro straightforward anye kataso momo so bia ni hosa anipa so de unya do who share politics ma wa na kan wa them say politics nti dance boy who be ba asem nti but say the obi be kwa ko tina court say ne ho wa yesi wa no doesn't mean say oh yeah a criminal nti Trump no dey ba we are seeing na no ba dey ya me won wa kakra ne say nyame ne suma no say omra na omeyige emfiri America nembo wasuma akofo ado so say omra Ghana no no so medicate ntum ho kakra na ya na me no me ne abusafo bi no monya adwere say gay kro ya United States of America nyame asoma Trump so omra
na ɔmmɛyi gay mfiri hɔ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a kronkron yɛ bɛtena ɛwɔ asase wei so but ɔno ara nso ama Akufo-Addo ayɛ president wɔ Ghana ɛna ɔno so agye gay atom anaa ɔno deɛ brɔnsam ne so ma tie hɔ na mehu sɛ ɛyɛ ana nɔkora bi nya adwuma because meme yɛ nipa baako na me wɔ America mepɛ sɛ America gay ɛyɛ adwuma hɔ ɛha me da bia me ka asɛ mi sɛ Americafoɔ a ɔwɔ mo no ɔmo abɔ ɔmo brɛ o ɔmo tumi hwɛ ɔmo ho so nti ɔmo no tumi take decision bi a ɔmo pɛ because ɔmo nkurɔfoɔ no yɛ matured enough sɛ sɛ ɔyɛ gay mpo na yareɛ ba ɔmo wɔ doctors ɔmo wɔ insurance ɔmo wɔ everything a ɔmo de bɛ protect ɔmo ho na okuro mu Ghana so obi ne bibi free ne toa pia doctor dodo sɛ na ɛwɔ hɔ a ɔbɛhwɛ saa nipa no wɔmo ne ho aka de nti ɛhɔ mo mpo na ye patronizing na ye nyinaa ye focus so your attention cause saa yareɛ no anaasɛ saa adwuma no Ghana deɛ nka ye nuru hɔ saa ɛmfata yɛn sɛ yɛ ka ɔman a ɛsɛ sɛ yehu sɛ gay ɛne lesbianism ɛyɛ bɔne a kɛyɛ Ghana but ye champion America deɛ a yɛyɛ happy about Trump a waba na nyame asoma ne so mmra na ɔmɛgye gay emfiri ɔman no na onipa ɔtɔ adebɔnyɛfoɔ but ekuro mu Ghana deɛ yɛmfa adebɔnyɛfoɔ mmra na ɔmo nhyɛ Yesu moma deɛ mo kasa ne na metie binom a na menua Kwabena ɛka bibi sɛ ɔman no yɛsi institution bi nyɛ adwuma ne nasefoɔ na ye nipa no a na institution no say twa se twatwa kowie nipa mo na hwɛ so one say ye nya to abama o say obeye president say ye ka say ye bo Trump din na nka ofage ho ban but on ye president say ya o hwɛ niema so nti de ekoso o man no mu bia no ono na be hyehyɛ ho mra ono na de niema betoto akwan ma oba ye niema na ɛwɔ hɔ a ofiri say enye no na ɔka ho asɛm obi a oye adwuma na yetew more tax ono no say emrama kwan say yetew dodo de ba ono so obeye say eye be ya say obenya take home more than say the aban no bete ezo sa amra kuro ya no na ye adwuma ba ene ono Trump so obesesa no enti constitution bi wo ho te say electoral commission na me kura me bi say ye commissioner ne dia ohwa ane say ade no ye beto aba ana say mra e wo ho a enye nyina no otimi sesam so buy as a commissioner enka ohwe electoral process no nyina te said ye na mo kan wo ho say obi a yama na kwanya say onfa ne vice presidential candidate ne running mate no the naba e kire say ye constitution ase say o gina o wo kwanya so obetim de running mate aba it is all the running mate no ba e electoral commission no na juma so ohwehwem te say nipa ne ye qualify if you say eda wuni ho no eda main personality ni ho no ne vice ne begina but here is the case say Akwiadonko ya can say in 2016 you disqualify no na 20 I think say 2012 you disqualify no enti kire say na ono ankasa no qualify papa but the 20 I think say 2020 no or qualify and you qualify and automatically in the vice presidential candidate and running mate no so qualify but I know they were and I know ya so or qualify and also FI but o free mono said the CEO then buy you ne vice presidential candidate and running mate no and need to me Sasam no na minti mu ye bianka mama de obetima kire mu the reason why you disqualify na ada say ono ankasa na qualify and na say party no munipa no mo mpene say nipa no best stand there minim de ntia ono no ye disqualify no so dem mom say isi ne hunu say unqualify na ye disqualify na there eno no nkyerɛ sɛ Ghana fo na nipa no na enyo we no kan penkyerɛ ye mayenti asese eye isi no na amu adwuma papa isi no onim na adwuma so anti za na mpɛsɛ me sɛ ndi bomba de moving to us on a my busy kakra mesa aba bi so ma me kwan dia wona na chis okay ¿qué número?
Si quieres déjame sale a banco de
Yo Alex amtika etefo hana yedi adwumadin be si se ya sister time no 5 hours difference abem ti say esa ne bibi betwa turning to God's way adwumadin no ti ne na questions and answers say ya beka church ya adwene fa no mapi ho a affect ye wa ha ne Ghana nyina Ghana ho do na ye adwene ho ti ye beda munyina wase ne den so munya kwan beti Aqua24 radio nti ye damase chairman Papa Smani so ye chiao Samre ye bepon na nyame bo ochina ye betwa so near the ye reflective Thursday about and the last of our Aqua24 radio ye bama so na nyame bo afiada ye de boja ye nso aba nti muso ho bomade na moten nkan nyame bo ochina obia mba ba